Ramble FC.
The Ramble Football Club is proudly sponsored by Glasby Pallets, offering a one-stop solution for all your pallet needs. Get in touch now on 01709 585 646 to discuss your pallet requirements. Thank you to Sonny and the team for their support of the Ramble Football Club. What is happening, people, and welcome back to the Ramble Football Club. I am, of course, Jimmy, and this is your watch-along for Middlesbrough versus Southampton. It is the first leg. It's the second game of the first leg of the playoffs, if that makes sense. So, last night myself and Jordan Motson watched an enthralling encounter between Hull City and Millwall, which started on fire, and then the fire was quickly dimmed after about 3 minutes of the game. And we ended up... It wasn't a snooze fest. We had a good time on the watch-along, but the game was not the best, it's fair to say. Now, if you were going to be stereotypical, you would probably say you wouldn't expect footballing excellence from sides like Hull City and Millwall. You would expect effective football and sort of professional, the way to sort of plough through teams and things like that. These two sides, however, are footballing sides. So I'm anticipating... hopefully, a better game in this first leg. Now, look, it may be a case of, same as last night, it's either going to be very cagey or it's going to be very open. There's no middle ground with this because you can't just half cook it. It's got to be Southampton are either coming and shutting up shop and trying to make it really difficult, getting 10 men behind the ball, or they're going to actually try and nick one and then really steal the advantage. This could be anything. This could be a 2-2 quite easily. It could be a 3-2 job, or it could. Those scores may not change on the bottom of your screen. I want to shout out massively Glasby Pallets for their support of the Ramble. I'm hoping as well. I haven't seen it yet, but that Andy File Associates will also be included in our sponsors because. Welcome to Andy File. Ah, there we go, look. Andy File Associates have come on board as a sponsor of Ramble FC, alongside our main sponsor of Glasby Pallets for all your pallet needs. So let's get into today then. Who is joining me today? Look, I'm purposely now leaving it ambiguous on the thumbnails. I'm only putting myself on. It's not a vanity thing. It's one of two things, and I'll let you decide which one it is. It's either... because I want intrigue on who's going to join me for these watch-alongs, or it's because we can't organise anything in a brewery, and we don't know who's going to be on with me until the very last minute. So I'll let you decide which of the two is true. We'll go with intrigue, but here's my host for today's proceedings, or certainly this game.
Yeah, that's Bali.
Now then, my mate, how you going?
I'm really well, thank you. I love the intrigue.
Do you
like that?
That's what it is. That's definitely that, isn't it? It's not the fact that we've chopped and changed who's doing which game like 3 or 4 times already. It's nothing to do with that, is it?
No, not at all. I mean, at least I get a rest this afternoon now, don't I?
Yeah, that's true.
I should have been on straight after as well, shouldn't I?
So straight after this, I'm not going to tell you who, even though I actually know this one. Straight after this, I will be on doing the Stevenage and Stockport game for League One. We can nudge that in because we're becoming a championship channel. So this is for them trying to fight to get into the league that we are covering. And then tonight, I'm on doing the Bolton-Bradford game as well, which I'm really looking forward to because people think I'm a closet Bradford fan. No closet about it. I just... I
was going to say, there's no think. You
no,
are.
Exactly. There's an affinity to Bradford in our family, that's all. Up the Bantams. I'm really hoping they get through. So, mate, today... for me, this is the tie of the round. In terms of, look, obviously, the playoff finals are the biggest games by far. But in terms of which games you want to watch or you're excited to watch, I think this is, over the two legs, is the one that stands out, wouldn't you say?
I would, although I was actually hoping to get the Millwall game yesterday because I fancied watching Millwall because they were my pick, weren't they, to go directly up? To go.
They were,
up.
yeah.
Who
did I pick? Who did I pick?
Yeah, all right. So anyway, I'm so glad that Jordan got it, not me, and I've got this one today. Yeah. Did
you hear George said? Did you hear what George was saying? By the way, he picked Southampton ages ago to go up, so he thinks they're going to win playoffs. He's got to back them. He's picking the form team. I said, there's no effort gone into that at all, is there? He can't hitch his wagon to Southampton now just because he thought they were going to get second and they fell short anyway. And now they're the form team in the league. He wants to pick them as favourites for playoffs. I just think
he did pitch himself to it when they were running the league. Do you remember? You know when they were just going through that.
Yeah, that's right.
Fair play, but yeah, I will with Millwall and I fell away. But I do fancy Southampton, as I think we all do, to get through the playoffs because they're just a team that's on fire. They've got their leading away form in the league running up to this as well. Whereas Middlesbrough, I think they've only got something like the 13th best home form. So it's a team out of form and a team in form.
Does that matter in the playoffs?
I think form does matter, yeah, but it is.
Didn't for Sunderland last year?
No, it's 2 one-off games. Well, they had a great 20 minutes and we had a terrible 20 minutes, didn't we?
But they beat Cov over 2 legs when Cov were the better side, I thought.
Yeah, well, there's always that in knockout football. I mean, it is 2 legs, but it's still knockout football, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I personally think that the attacking flair that Southampton have got will overrun in the end a Middlesbrough team, and I think they'll win the 2 legs by 2, maybe 3 goals clear.
Since look, we remember this game well. Since we lost at Southampton on the 21st of January, they have not lost a game in the league. That says everything. The other way of looking at it, and this is how you can manipulate stats, and this is why we're never a big fan of stats on the channel. They've also only won 1 in the last 3 games. So, dropping points against Bristol City isn't a great look at home. Drawing with Ipswich is no shame in that, but Middlesbrough picked up slightly as well. At Boro, at the Riverside, can you look past... did you just finish on saying you think they'll win it clear today, Southampton?
I think they'll win it over 2 legs clear.
Right, okay.
I think they'll win it by a couple of goals clear over 2 legs.
So what we say? What do you? Well, I don't know whether to. No, I'll ask you anyway because I'd started to finish. What are we thinking for today?
I think it'll be a score draw.
Yeah.
I hope so because it's on me. It's on me back.
It is. Yeah. Speaking of which, oh mate, you are so good for the plugs. Thank you, mate. You've reminded me. We have an affiliate link to Midnight. If anybody would like to use our affiliate link, it would be greatly appreciated. You can either scan the QR code or there's a link in the description below. We've got the odds up, and this is if you're going to bet anyway. I don't want to encourage people to bet if they weren't thinking about it, but these are the odds for the game that we're watching today. Again, there's another bigger QR code to scan there. With Midnight, they're still offering £10. If you put £10 on, they're offering £30 worth of free bets once you've placed your £10 bet. So you can get 23-20 on Middlesbrough to win this game. And what that means is you can put the equivalent to £20 on and get 23 back. It doesn't mean you have to put £20 on. You could put £2 on and get £2.30 back if they win and your original stake. A draw is 12-5 and Southampton to win is 19-10. Do them odds surprise you at all, Lee?
I think Southampton have got good odds on there. I'd take that up. I think virtually 2-1 away from home. Happy days, for Southampton, a team on form. Also, there's a good one. It's which I've taken is draw and both teams to score at 7-2, which were good odds and better than Bet365, which were offering 3-1.
Nice. Oh, mate, I love it. You can come back on. See, the other lads who are on later on today, big shoes to fill. Speaking of which, have we had a chance to have a look at the teams, my mate?
We have. I've got them up here.
Because I haven't.
So Middlesbrough have gone with they've been changing between a 3-4-2-1 and a 4-3-1-2.
Do we think this is the reason, by the way, for the old Spygate scenario?
Yes,
that they were trying to work out whether they were 4 or a 3, which formation they were going to... Just quickly, before we go into the teams, mate, and I gave my opinion on this last night, what are your thoughts on this whole Spygate palaver?
I quite like it. I don't mind it. try and get a competitive edge in any way, as long as you're not breaking the law. They're not breaking the law. They might just be pushing a few boundaries that don't like to be pushed. But surely, if the security to get into Bramall Lane, into the academy at Bramall Lane, isn't great, but they stop you.
Yeah,
So
they do.
How has he got into Middlesbrough, who have got a fantastic academy, a lot of security around it? How has he got in?
They're not doing the job, are they?
Exactly right.
They're not doing the job.
Yeah, Southampton have pushed the boundary a little bit, but Middlesbrough have got to do better with the security. It's in their house.
It's not illegal, is it?
No, it's just
trespass at best.
Bad sportsmanship. It's not trespass, is it? Because he's, if they've not, well, I suppose it could be.
At worst, though, that's what it is. At worst. So, I just think it's like uber competitive edge for me. That it's like it's trying everything you can. This is millions and hundreds of millions of pounds are at stake here over these next 3 games. I don't mind it. And they can watch them for 46 games a season, and nobody has any qualms with how they do that. So, yeah. Anyway, so Spike is,
like you've said, it's a multi-million-pound game, and you're going to take a gamble on a £200,000 fine for having a look if you're that worried about it.
And if you know now that they're setting up with 3 at back today, and you can accommodate it, then it's been worth the 200 grand, hasn't it? So
exactly right.
It's it's one of them things that I get a bit of a kick out of it, to be honest. I don't mind it, and maybe that's morally wrong, but I do think there's a competitive edge that you have to admire about it to a degree. Sorry, mate, we were off course there, but I think that's a bit of a storm in a teacup for me. What are we saying with the teams then, pal?
Just talking about the fine, I think, as people probably know, we're Sheffield United fans. I think Chris Wilder got us fined more than that for a little fracas at Plymouth, didn't he? So
yeah, he did.
200 grand. What's 200 grand? Anyway, moving on.
Well, that the game where they were calling one at fans saying "shut up, fat boy" to one at fans.
No, I think he had to go at their player because they were celebrating, weren't they, as they were walking off pitch?
Yeah, but that wasn't part of the reason for the fine. But I'm sure that Plymouth game where we all lost our heads, I'm sure you were pointing at one at fans and going, "All right, fat boy. All right, fat boy."
Oh, right. I didn't know that. I weren't there, so, it weren't me. Anyway.
No, not me, mate.
I'm not that critical anyway. Right, yeah, so Middlesbrough's lineup. So they've gone 3-4-2-1. They've gone with Bryn in goal, Ayling on the right of a 3, Malander on the left with Fry in the middle, who's a free transfer end of this season. And I'd like Sheffield United to have a look at him, being a Sheffield United fan.
What is the situation with Dale Fry that we don't know, so we have to work this out, don't we? So he's obviously starting in what is now the most important game of their season. They clearly see him as a pivotal part of their side. If they don't go up, is it a case of they're offering him a deal and he's just surveying his options and seeing what's out there? If so, can Sheffield United now, with no parachutes, match that or better that? I'm not sure. Is it a case of they think he's good for the level, but they don't really think he's a Premier League player, so they're waiting to see what happens there? What are your thoughts on that Dale Fry situation, mate? Because I like him.
I like him. I think if they go up, he will leave. And I think if they stay down, he will leave. I think he leaves. Because you don't let a player who's been there, I think he's been there all his career, hasn't he? Dale Fry?
I think so, yeah.
It's been captain of the team. I don't know if he's captain of the club. And you've not offered him a contract yet. It's the similar thing to what we did with Egan and let Egan go. So if they were going to offer him one, they'd have offered him one anyway, whether they're going up or staying down. For me, I think we could compete with them as long as they don't go up this year. Because they're not blessed with money, Middlesbrough, are they? They've got a good owner, but you can only put in what you're getting out with the new laws. Yeah. So I'd take a look at him, Fry. I do like him.
I do
too. He's a good
too.
presence as well. He's a big presence. And it was somebody I'd probably look at if we don't go down the Suter route, because I don't think they could play together. They're too immobile as big lads.
Yeah.
So anyway, so going to the left wing back, they've got Matt Targett. They've got Britton down the right with Hayden Morris and McCree in the middle, who were fantastic against us at home this year, alongside Hackney, who is not in the team.
Not in the squad.
Not in the squad, sorry. They've got
not
two
in the squad,
behind,
which is such a huge miss for him.
Massive. Probably in the top 3 players in the league this year, Hackney.
Yeah,
easily in the top 3. They've got 2 behind the front man, and that's Conway and Whittaker, who Conway actually had a good game as well. Quite impressed with him. Whittaker, I'm a bit hit and miss on Whittaker because he's a bit up and down all the time.
Yeah, he is.
And they've got Strelec up front, who has done okay for them without being magnificent in my eyes.
Okay. What do we think to that as a side?
I like the midfield. I don't like the right side, Ayling, Britton, and Whittaker.
I like Britain. And I think
Ayling's... I mean the full side. I mean the full down the full side.
Yeah. That's their weakness, isn't it? That's how they can get to them. On the bench, let's have a little look. You've been kind enough to send me that. Nobody really jumping out at me, to be honest.
No, I mean, there's Sarmiento, who I think we had a look at from Chelsea, but he hasn't really done anything for him, has he? And hopefully the sub-goalkeeper goes in the net because he's awful.
Yes, very true, very true. Right, moving on to the opposition today.
Who, thankfully, on the tweet, have done it in position order, which is very nice of them.
Nice.
And they're playing a 4-2-3-1. They've got Peretz in goal with Bree, who I believe is also on a free this year.
Yeah, he is.
And I do like him. I liked him when he was at Luton. I liked him at Charlton. And I do like him here. They've got Manning, who's an excellent left back down the left side, who we did have a nibble at, I believe, a couple of seasons ago as well.
We did.
Harwood Bellis, whose stock's rising all the time in the centre of defence with Nathan Wood, who they signed from Swansea. They've got Yander and Downs in the middle. Not bad players. I'm not massive on Flynn Downs, to be quite honest, but he's done really well at this level.
I quite like him.
I just think he's just one of those players who recycles ball and runs around a lot. I don't think he offers much more than that. But every team needs a workhorse, so I think that's what he is. Sure. They've got Fellows and Fellows wide right with Cienza wide left, who's such a fantastic player.
This front four at Championship level.
The three, I mean, with Azaz, Fellows, Azaz, and Cienza can just switch whenever they want. You know, they all play across the line. And then you've got Larin up front, who's been very good this season. So I do like that Southampton team, and I think they will have too much over two legs.
It's a really good side. It is. Also, where conspicuous by his absence, Shea Charles on the bench.
Shea Charles on the bench, but also they've got your man Cameron Archer on the bench, who at this level should do well. Didn't do so well a couple of years ago, but should do well. They've got George Long as the sub-keeper as well. Yeah, so him and Joe Wildsmith together can play. There you go. And they've also got the Loch Ness Drogba on the bench.
Yes. What a nickname that is, by the way.
Brilliant, isn't it? Yeah.
Second only to one size, and that's it.
That was Dave Morwood last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So I really like this as a side. I think it's strong, but I also think Boro look decent. They look fairly solid. Hayden Hackney is a huge miss. Massive. I'm also perplexed a little bit as to why Shea Charles isn't starting for Southampton. I think he's better than both Yander and Downs, to be honest. But
correct.
That's for them to. So it might be a knock, could be anything. We're not close enough to Southampton to know what that's all about. But it's set up for a fascinating game. This, so I'm really looking forward to it. Luke Ayling, a lot of people say that he may be past his best. I take that, but he's shifted slightly inside.
Yeah.
And in a centre-back pairing, he's been good. It's probably fair to say, but in a three, it's probably his most natural fit, I would say, at this stage. Yeah. Melander's been excellent. We've already talked about Dale Fry. They're up against, like you say, a very good Larin this season. And all the three boys behind him that can cause all sorts of chaos. So I'm really looking forward to look at that left-hand side for Southampton. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and I think they've even got, they can bring Dozie on as a sub who's like lightning down the side as well, who's a fantastic player. So they've loaded the team up, and the fact that Will still couldn't get them going is beyond belief. Really. I mean,
first season parachute team, isn't it? That's what they should look like. They should be as strong as that. So,
but Eckert's come in and just turned them around, hasn't he? He's done really well. So,
he has. Not lost a game since something like 17th of Jan. It's in the league, and their only other loss coming against Man City, a narrow defeat to Man City. It's not a bad record, is it? It's not a bad record at all.
Lost 1 in 20.
Yeah.
Incredible. Drawn 5, lost 1 in 20 games. It's fantastic.
Yeah, they are the form team coming in, and if you beat Southampton, you probably go up, don't you? So, Pompey, Aaron starts off. Pompey here cheering you on against the scum. Aaron, just for clarity, mate, we are not Boro fans. We have no dog in the fight. Unfortunately, this season, Sheffield United, our team, have no involvement. So we're watching it as neutrals and really looking forward to it as well. Joe Heaney says, afternoon, Jimmy. I think this game may be slightly more entertaining than last night. I hope so, pal. What do you think should be the punishment for Saints? It's a disgrace. See, I know we've touched on this, Joe, before. You commented before, but we've spoken about it. I think it's a storm in a teacup, mate. Honestly, I do. I just that's my opinion, and Lee's as well. In terms of it's, I don't mind it. I wouldn't like it if it happened to us, but I'd be more looking at ourselves as to how we let that happen, rather than how dare they try and breach our property lines and stuff like this. I just think it's sportsmanship. Hackney likely out for the rest of the season, says Scott, which is a huge loss for Boro, especially missing these 2 games. If the person with Jim has an intro, he's definitely a regular. Yes, that's true. That's true. There are some regulars that are also crying out for intros, and I'll just wait and see whether I decide to go for them.
I thought we'd decided, Jim. Well, we hadn't decided. We'd put it out there that they've got to sing their own, weren't it?
I love that. That was your suggestion last night, weren't it?
Correct.
If they want to...
Now that mine's done, that's my suggestion.
John Motson said exactly the same last night. It's a great suggestion now that Izzy's done. He's had 2. But, I'm up for that. If Mark Meldrew or Jamie Dumpling or anybody else, Lou, who wants an intro, sings their own, and we have to like it, not just laugh at it, we'll get that on. We'll get that on as an intro. That's the deal.
I think we've got Jamie Dumplings. It was going around last night, wasn't it?
What was it?
Holland the Farmer.
I know, but I can't remember how it went. I've probably just blocked it out of my brain. Never mind. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole again. Just a quick one, Lee. While we're talking about Hackney being out for Boro, they're potentially going to lose Dale Fry. Let me get back to their team again. Do you fear for Middlesbrough next season? Do you think they could be pilfered a little bit? The Target will go. He's on loan until he'll go back. Yep. Conway's not been the most consistent, although he has had a couple of good games towards the end of the season as well. Whittaker, very hot and cold. Morris probably gets poached.
Yeah, I think Melander could as well.
Yeah,
Melander
possibly.
could get picked up.
Possibly.
So they could lose 3 or 4 of them easily. But most teams in the Championship who don't go up get cherry-picked by the ones that go up anyway, don't they? All teams in the lower part of the Premier League. Because I'm sure that our team will, and maybe Millwall, if they don't go up, they've got a couple that you'd fancy taking on as well, the centre half, right back centre half, got his name now. Yeah, Kramer. Good player, and Aziz as well. Yeah, so
Aziz is Boro, Aziz is Millwall.
Aziz, yeah.
Let's hope they're not in final
cousins,
together.
Aren't they?
Yeah,
cousins.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, spelt differently.
Yeah, just one away from each other. It's like second cousins.
Oh, it's like your fact checks.
They were all right, by the way, last night. They were true last night.
Meldrew says, good afternoon, lads. Mrs. has been ironing all morning, so stuff it. I'm watching this at 12:30. Hope you're both well. Mrs. has been ironing all morning, so stuff it. I'm watching this at 12:30. Hope you well. I don't get why you. Is that a punishment for her? I don't know if I've got.
I think what he means, Jim, is she's had her fun, so he's having his. Is that right?
I think it might be. Hope you both well. I didn't get that. Apologies. Tom Not From says, afternoon all. Hope this game is slightly more entertaining than yesterday. You and me both, pal. You
could tell both. It were a bad game because we were just all going through the chats. It was just rolling. The chats were rolling. Right. It was fantastic.
Yeah, we were just constantly in the chat.
It was funny. It was really funny.
Tom Not From, by the way, if you're a Platinum Rambler, he's got something good planned for the World Cup. I'm looking forward to it. So thank you, Tom, for messaging me yesterday about that. Dawn says, afternoon, Jimmy and Lee. Hoping for a good game, but think the score will be 2-2. Oh, love that. I'll take a bit of that. As a neutral, Dawn, we're all over that. Cornish Blade.
And a gambler, I'd take that.
Yeah, too right. Cornish Blade, who also appeared as on a Platinum special, I suppose, that he'd put together, him and Tony themselves. This morning. Afternoon, Jimmy and BBL. Hope you're both well. Nothing better on a Saturday afternoon than a watch along, a match on TV and a pasty in my hand. Up all the rambles, like and subscribe, please. Yeah, so we've got Tony's Cornish pasty review, as Dave sent him one up from his Cornwall roots, and Tony's reviewed it in the Plat chat. So thank you for that, Davey boy. I've predicted 5-2 Saints over the 2 legs, says Jeff.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that more than the other way around. Put it that way.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That'd have to be a high-scoring one here, wouldn't it?
I honestly think the 2 goals better over 2 legs at least, Southampton. So I could see that. I would have said we were 6 goals over 2 legs better than Bristol City last year.
Well, what were we this season? 4 goals worse, 5 goals worse, something like that.
Moving on.
I know. Bet we had, Lee?
I've had. Sorry, I'll have to get it up. I'll
yeah, no worries, no worries. Trespass is a civil offence anyway, not criminal, says Omnipresent. Fair dues? Fair
I've got my bet for Mark. I've got Middlesbrough, Southampton, draw, and both teams to score. Stevenage and Stockport, draw, both teams to score. And Bolton and Bradford, Bolton to win, both teams to score.
You want goals. You want goals.
Yeah. About 73-1 I got on it. So very likely to happen, obviously.
Meldrew says, as Roy Keane said, it's his job. Get some men on door and stop him. If you want my opinion, I love out like that, mate. Come on, lads and lasses. Let's give the lads some support. Please like the video and subscribe if you're not already for a fantastic championship content. Go on the Meldrew. Just as the teams come out onto the field, Will says, what were your thoughts when Bielsa did it? Now, Will, I said this last time. I may have said differently last time. I may have said differently. It may have had something to do with a rivalry with Leeds. And it'll have been genuinely how I thought at the time. So what I'm saying is, if I said different at the time, I've now changed my opinion on it. And I don't think it's as bad. Do you know what I could compare it to? This is a throwback reference. Can you remember Big Brother 1? Where Nasty Nick was writing the notes. And the world was outraged by it. Well, if that happened in Big Brother now, they'd get a telling off in diary room and that'd be it. But people wanted to crucify that man. Yeah. So things change over time. Will, that's the best example I can give. It's probably not
the
a very
thing about that
one.
as well, Jim. It didn't work for Leeds anyway because they went out to Derby, didn't they, that year?
Yeah, they did. They did.
So
I think they had last laugh, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was Plymouth. It was that Plymouth game, and CW was right, and he still is. Unbelievable. Hackney being out could work in Southampton. Sam, not only could it work in Southampton's favour, it definitely will. Hackney's been their best player this season for me. I know there's others in the running for that conversation, but he pulled all the strings at Bramall Lane. Just looked a level above, to be honest. I was at Plymouth. Yes, that was what Wilder did for the fine. Fry is a local lad from Stockton or Redcar. Been at Boro since they were very young. I'd take him.
Yeah.
Plaz says, hope Southampton lose so we, Leeds, can get Leo Cienza. I think he'll be a popular boy in the summer plaques if they don't go up.
Were you reading about him before? He didn't play 11-a-side football till he was 17. They were talking to him about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine what he could have done with that natural ability then.
Yeah.
Where he could be now.
He was putting himself down a little bit, saying that he's not at the levels of some others, but really came across as a really nice kid. Yeah,
nice. I like that. He'll be popular. I think plaques, to be honest, I've got 2 ways of looking at this. They've got binoculars out of some fans. I love that. There's 2 ways of looking at it for me. I personally would quite like Hull to get promoted because they've a lot of ex-Blades. I can see an argument for people wanting Millwall to go up because they've never been there before. But if we're thinking sensibly, as a Sheffield United fan, we should want Southampton to go up because they have got a squad that can cause us a lot of damage next year, whereas I think the other 3 could get cherry-picked, like Lee was saying earlier, slightly. I think Southampton will certainly lose a couple. Cienza will go. There might be a couple more, but Shea Charles will probably go.
They can fight it off a little, though, because of the parachute money, can't they?
Exactly right. Jess says, only possible weakness in Saints is Woods instead of Stevens. I like Nathan Woods.
I like Nathan Woods.
Yanda's been immense recently. So, okay. Is Downs better than Charles then, Jeff? You'll know better than us, mate, but I don't mind Flynn Downs. Lee said he's not overly hot on him. Shea Charles has been playing well. He's linked to Man U, isn't he? So, I can't believe Saints sent a scout there to hide in the bushes and spy. Surely it would have been smarter to use a drone. I have no idea, pal. No idea what the thoughts were. Jack says, hi guys, hope you're both good. Can see Southampton smashing these playoffs. Just watch the Harry Suter video. He's definitely one we should take a risk on. Thank you, my mate. Go and support us over on Blades Ramble if you're not already. Harry Suter video out. There's another one tonight. Is it about Laurent Talage?
It's Tolage tonight, yeah. It comes out at 7 o'clock on Blades Ramble for all Sheffield United fans and also people who aren't Sheffield United fans.
Yeah, that's right. And we're back tomorrow night live on the Blades Ramble with 3 Maddy Blades. So we'll be back, all 3 of us together again. That's me without an intro then, Steve Morwood. Alan. Yes, Russ. Yes, that's what it was. Thank you, mate. If Boro don't go up, I think they'll fall off a little. I think there's a chance of that, Jack. Yeah. There is a chance, but there is with everybody that don't go up. Look at Sheffield United last season. Yeah. Claire says, which of the top 6 championship managers would you want at Bramall Lane if Wilder left? Great question, Claire. Oh!
That's a really good question.
I think you've got to go McKenna. I
wouldn't mind a look at. I'd obviously keep Chris Wilder. That's my first choice because I think he's the man to take us back. But I wouldn't mind having a look at Elberg. I like how he plays his football.
There's an argument for them all, isn't there? Yeah, they all do a job at Sheffield United at the moment. If Wilder was to leave,
I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't want Alex Neil, even though he's done a fantastic job this year.
Wouldn't you?
No. Although he's the type of manager that would suit.
He'd thrive at Bramall Lane.
As a club, he's that type of manager. But I just don't really fancy him.
Great question, Claire. Great question. I'd take Scott Parker based on his record, says Luke. There has to be goals in this game based on how both play. I hope so, Luke. We'll get to that soon. Cammy in the crowd. Yes, I'm aware of that. It's been shown on. It must have been shown on camera then.
He's a Boro boy, isn't he?
He's a Boro boy. Big pals with Steve Gibson, chairman. They went to school together.
Oh wow! Cammy went to school.
Wow. I can see Boro winning today, says James. I don't think I've given my prediction yet, so I'll get to that in a minute. Should be goals in this, says Connor. I hope so, pal. Ian the Gatekeeper says, good afternoon, Jimmy and Lee. I will be fact-checking any and all BBL stats today. I think he lulled us into a false sense of security yesterday. There you go.
They were all 100% correct yesterday.
Do you know what you've done?
The Andorra ones may not have been.
Do you know what you've done? You've let the Andorra one, whilst funny, you've let yourself down because you've broken the trust.
Funny.
You've broken Rambler's trust.
The game was that bad. It needed something.
Well, you've sacrificed trust within the Ramblers community for that one laugh. I hope it was worth it.
It also keeps people engaged, Jim. They're going to check it.
It does.
Good for engagement.
I thought you were better than that. Than fooling me.
You rate me too high then, mate, don't you?
Moo says, totally right. By the same metric as a Leeds fan, I don't want Southampton to go up. Yeah, they will want the weakest team to come up, obviously.
Of course.
They will probably be, no offence, rooting for somebody like Hull at the moment.
I think
or Millwall.
I think Leeds stay up, though, anyway, and I think they'll strengthen
Kick on.
I think Leeds will be fine for a few years.
I do. I think they'll be aiming for around 13th, 14th next season. And
when the grounding improvements come and they can get more fans in, and you can only see Leeds growing being a one club city. It's hard to say, isn't it?
It is hard to say. I've got to work with Connor every week.
I don't dislike him as much as I used to, though.
I don't. Thing. I like a lot of the fans now. To be fair, they've all come on and been very nice to us. Just one of their fans that I can't stand. I have to work with him every. That's not true. It's not that I can't stand.
That's not true. No, I know it's not true.
It's not true, but it is very. That arrogance. Afternoon, gents. Looking forward to this. Certainly more than last night's game. 2-1 Southampton. I'll go, says Jord on the comment that I couldn't actually get up. There it is.
Target's just put a nice ball into the box, just too high for the centre forward. It's gone all the way through. Lovely ball in though, just to about the second 6-yard box. Lovely. He has got a good delivery though on that target, hasn't he? When he plays higher.
Scott says, "Didn't know I needed sunglasses to view this watch along. Nice shirt, BBL."
Thank you very much.
Do you want to tell everybody what you've got on?
I've got Valencia's third shirt on.
Looks well, mate. Looks well.
It's very nice, very comfy, very light, and it'll be going to Corfu with me in 2 weeks.
Nice. Alan, with a £4 super chat, thank you, mate. Says, Jim lad, me bucko. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, up Ramble FC, up the Wolves, Thank you very much, our resident pirate. Much appreciated, pal. Top 6 manager, James will go for Super Frank. George says, is that a Castellan?
No, they play in black and white stripes like Newcastle.
There you go. Is it Castillon? Would that be how I'd pronounce
Castellon.
it? Oh.
They've dealt with that really well.
Yeah, they have. Nice,
Handball.
cool and calm defending there from... That's handball.
Middlesbrough's done really well early doors. Middlesbrough pressed high and done really well with it. So they're doing the job, keeping Southampton under pressure. These two teams rank highest for possession in the league this year. So it's going to be a battle who can take advantage of that and get the ball.
Nice. We're going to focus on the game a little bit more in a sec. I've got 3 more comments to get through. Debs says, hi, Jimmy and BBL. How are you both feeling out of 10 today? I would give you a 7 today, up from a 6.5 yesterday, Debs. Here comes Tommy Conway into the box. Shot from McGree. It's blocked. Target now on the outside, collects the ball. Crosses in. It's well cleared by Southampton again. Middlesbrough look to recycle it. How are you out of 10, Lee?
I'm an 8 today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel good today. I'm a bit tired this morning. I've had a long week at work, a lot of things to do and a lot of hours. So I'm a bit run down and, yeah, I've had a good kip and I feel great. Nice
one, mate. I'm pleased to hear that. This ref is highly thought of. I think the one is one of the next ones to go to the Prem. It's Max Lowe, isn't it?
Oh, is it Farad?
Yeah.
I know Gaz Dunn, Man in Black, rates him very highly.
Yeah, he does. He does. And we take that opinion. It's a corner to Boro now. Sheila just says, afternoon, Jimmy and Lee. Looking cool in that shirt, Lee. Can't place it. Whose shirt is it? I'm going 2-1 Boro. He's just noted that it's the Valencia 3rd kit, Sheila.
I've actually got the 2nd kit as well, which is all maroon with a maroon badge. Very nice.
It's an out-swinging corner from... who took it? I can't remember. Whittaker, yes. It was Whittaker. And I thought it were Ayling, but it wasn't. It was Morris. It was
Aidan Morris, yeah. No, it's Strelec. 13 Strelec.
Apologies. It is, yeah. It is. So that was 2 I got wrong. It was Whittaker's corner, outswinger, header from Strelec, and it was over the bar. But a free header.
Lost his man too easy there, didn't he? In the box.
Oh,
see, this is me for Flynn Downs. He's always available, but he doesn't play positive enough, Jim.
Yeah, but
he just recycles the ball.
Yeah, but being available and looking after the ball is a big underrated thing. So he's there again.
It is, but you look at Sheffield United's team and you look at Gyro, and how many negative passes or neutral passes does he play? He plays positive.
It's true. That's true. We'll see. We'll give Flynn a little watch then. Cienza now on the ball, just again in charge, really.
Good play.
Oh, he's unlucky there. Just unlucky.
They seem very comfortable in this back three, Middlesbrough.
Yeah, they do. It's a nice formation for him.
Yeah. Well, it lets the wing backs get high, doesn't it? And they good.
Suits Target and Britain, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Yeah.
A bit like it would suit ours at Sheffield United. I keep going back to it. I'm sorry about doing that to everybody, but
that's right.
We've got 2 full-backs who are basically wing backs.
Yeah.
And it would suit. Unfortunately, we haven't got enough good centre backs to be able to put 3 on a pitch. Or had.
That's true. Not yet. Not yet. All going to change this summer. Will be a different side. Did you say you can't make Valencia?
I don't think I can make it because I'm going away quite a bit with golf, and then we're going away in October twice, November. So I don't think I can make Valencia. For a Jolly Boys. I went. I mean, I was there 3 weeks ago, wasn't I? So
yeah, you were. Yeah. Very hot. Oh,
that's if the Ramblers decide that the summer vacation's going to be at in that area. It might end up somewhere else. You never know.
It might. Boro on the edge of the box. Far. Is it Ayling with a crossing? It's too deep.
They are doing well with the ball, though, Boro. They are controlling the game. Be interesting to see what the stats are on this so far. I know it's early, but we're nearly 10 minutes in, and they've had 63% of possession, even though it doesn't give you goals, but they've had 3 shots to none. So they are controlling the game.
They are.
But it's early. You would expect them to come out hot, wouldn't you, really, at the beginning of the game at home? A sellout crowd.
Yeah. It's same as Millwall yesterday. Southampton's job here is just to keep a clean sheet first and foremost, isn't it?
Exactly. Well, half time, if you win 0-0, you've won it and you've won that half. So But that formation's suiting them a lot.
Flynn Downs playing a positive ball forward there and winning a throw-in.
He smacked it at a player's face, didn't he, basically?
Backside, I would say, but yeah. Fair enough.
Well, it depends how far away we were. It's a long way. I might need to change my glasses now.
Good press by Southampton. Boro deal with it well. Both sides are very comfortable in possession. I know they're the highest possession teams, like you've mentioned, but they're very cool on the ball, aren't they? They don't get flustered easily.
Yeah. The rotations are good as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Conway picking it up on left-hand side. Drifting inside. That's a nice ball. Like a well-oiled machine. It's a lovely ball from Ayling. Britain tries to get into the box. It's deflected. They want handball. It's never handball. Back for Boro again. Cienza sees it out. Well done, Leo Cienza.
Doing his job, isn't he?
He's a Premier League player, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Not to one of the big clubs, but it'd suit a Fulham, that level, Brighton, maybe.
Yeah.
Time of team. Mind you, Brighton are up there this year, aren't they?
Yeah. How old is Leo Cienza? I've got a feeling he's a touch older.
27?
27's in my head, yeah.
I think it's something like that. I can have a quick look.
He is 27, yeah.
I think it's because we spoke about him in that Team of the Year on Football Therapy on Ramble FC, where we were talking about one player per team, and we had I think everybody chose him, didn't we? To be in the side.
I think Jord had him as either his player at season or signing at season.
Yeah, because you had a go at me because I put him in the middle. Then I tried to force him in the middle.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's poor. It's like my dad when me and my dad ages ago did an Ultimate Sheffield United 11. He had Tony Curry, Morgan Gibbs-White, Illiman and Dye, and somebody else, and then Stuart McCall as the holding midfielder behind them all.
On their own.
Yeah, just like, what are you doing? You can't do that. That's not a formation.
But in modern football, Jim, a left winger's a right winger is a centre midfielder, isn't it, nowadays? Because they all play across the front three, really.
Long ball forward.
What do you think to Harwood Bellis, by the way, Jim?
I like him. I don't know whether he is just a top championship defender. That's the only sort of query I've got about him.
Yeah, he's engaged to Roy Keane's daughter.
Yeah, he is, yeah. So he's obviously got something about him. McGree now on the left. Crosses it in. It's headed clear by Harwood Bellis.
Yeah.
Malanda knocks it inside. That's a free. Is that a free kick? No, it isn't.
No, he's not getting it.
Southampton come away with it. Oh, nice. Oh, and it's not too long for Cienza to get to. Already a better game than last night, this.
Yeah. Well, last night I had 3 minutes of fun and it were the first 3 minutes, weren't it? And then it were dead.
Me and John were buzzing. We're like, come on! And then, one of them.
It's as if they're dropping into a 4-4-2 in defence, Southampton looking at this. Yeah, it definitely looks like a 4-4-2. Maybe not.
No.
It was only when they were defending, instead of putting a bank of 5, it looked like they just had a 4. I tell you what, he's doing well.
That's what Whittaker can do, isn't it?
Yeah. He's too up and down, though, Jim, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is. The consistency must be infuriating, or the lack of consistency must be infuriating for Boro fans, but he can be quite special.
Yeah, you're right. But I suppose that's why he's in the Championship, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Would you take him at United?
No. Is he better than what we've got there at the moment? I would say...
He's not too dissimilar, actually.
I would rather have an homegrown Andre Brooks after what he's done the second half of this season than a Morgan Whittaker.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's fair. Omnipresent says, Jimmy, have you ever seen those Barnsley Man U fans around these parts? They support Tarn as a local and Scum as the glory team. Intolerable. No, mate, I've not seen that. I hope that's not a thing.
That did look like an handball.
It did look like an handball. Every team needs one Flynn Downs, in my opinion, says Omnipresent.
It's fair.
Liverpool are 1-up already, says James. Thank you for the update, pal. Motson says, can see why Leeds are linked to Cienza. Think he would suit Leeds and be a great signing for them if Southampton don't go up. I think he'd suit
Or
a few
Gusama.
teams.
Or Gusama if they want to pay a bit of money.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's not much between them, is there, Lee, if we're honest? No.
Not
Just
at
watch
all.
a highlight reel. You watch a highlight reel on...
Listeners.
Yeah, you watch a highlight reel on Gusama, and that'll show you exactly what you need to know. Starting at 15 mil. Don't watch any more than a highlight reel. Lee's shirt reminds me a little of the coloured design of the cover of the Hollies 1967 album Evolution.
No
There
idea.
you go. There you
No,
go.
but fair enough.
Thank you, Al. Afternoon, all. Hope this game's better than last night's. Up the Blades, up the Ramble.
Up the
Like
ball.
and
Great
subscribe,
ball.
says Ray. Oh. Morgan
Lovely
Whittaker
ball through
shoots.
midfield there. Sorry, Jim, I'm talking over.
It's all right. The Hollies number, The Air That I Breathe. What a record. I listened to it. Listen to it. It's so good. Is it as good as Alan the Farmer, though, Ray? That's what I need to know. That is a lovely little reverse pass, isn't it?
Lovely. With that were Morris, weren't it?
Morris slipped in Whittaker, who then ran across the D, came back on his left foot and shot, and it just goes over the bar.
But even though Boro have been under pressure, they'll be quite happy, with this at 0-0 still after 15.
Yeah.
It's the width that Boro, are creating that's causing the issues.
It is. Southampton are struggling to stop them down sides, aren't they?
Yeah.
Look at that. Match stats this game. Boro, 4 shots, 9 touches in opposition box, 8 crosses, 69 to 31 possession. Southampton, no shots, no touches in opposition box, and no crosses.
Well, it just shows, it's exactly what we've seen, isn't it? Because it's all Boro.
All Boro.
They're doing really well. It's not what I expected. I expected them to come out strong, but not to control it as much as this. A fair play to them. And that's without the best player.
This formation as well is suiting him, isn't it?
Yeah,
he plays to
definitely.
their strengths.
Conway's in.
Nice ball from target. Conway's in. That's poor. That's poor, but he was on his way over.
Oh,
Britain
just wide. That's brilliant work on the right side there to recycle that and get behind.
Britain did really well there. Here they come again.
Was it? I think Strelec just missed it, didn't he? Just put it wide. I think it was Strelec. Lovely ball again by Conway.
Oh, nice. Morris tried to cross it, but it's well defended. Is that Howard Bellis? Yeah.
They found 2 lovely little slip balls down the channel.
Yeah, they have.
Along the floor. And
Between the full-back and centre-half every time.
So James Breeze pulled out that wide to stop the width that Boro are having, and they're just playing it inside him. Oh, it's not. It's not. It was Morris, I think, who was just missed.
It's a lovely ball across.
McCree.
Yeah, it's a lovely ball across from Britain.
Yeah.
Inviting.
Did really well to keep that in and get behind.
Yeah.
And he's one that, even though he's a good player, I don't rate as high as what I do Target or somebody like Liam Manning or even James Bree, but he's done really well today so far.
Yeah. Ian says, I still haven't seen the Jimmy Smith highlight reel. I've just about finished an edit on that, but obviously it's when I can get back to it because we are constantly live today, mate. So
the highlight reel would be short, but would have plenty of quality in it.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. I thought your commentary was very kind, I have to say.
I was trying. Some of it weren't. On some other players, I had to
that's all right.
That's
all right. Living dangerously here, Saints, says Ray. Yes, they are. Yeah. Well, they're just not living with them, are they, at the moment? Sometimes, if you're Southampton now, you just got to ride this wave of momentum, try and put your foot on ball, slow things down, frustrate the crowd a little bit if you can, but you can't just keep allowing them to recycle it like this.
Correct.
Hayden Hackney smiling away in the crowd, enjoying what he sees.
Well, he's laughing.
Of course, I'd be smiling if I were Hayden Hackney because he'll be a Premier League player next year, one way or other, won't he?
Yeah, definitely. I could see somebody like Aston Villa popping in for him.
It's not a bad shout. Or an Everton.
Yeah.
Right.
What's happening there? How was it? So Larin's tried to get a free kick there or a throw in. He's not. he's touched the ball and then just leant into the player behind him. The ball's rolled out of play, and then he's complaining that he hasn't won the throw-in. Poor play. Your team needs you to hold the ball up at this point.
Ayling with a lovely bit of play.
In behind again.
McGree's been a good signing for him.
He has. Done well here, Conway.
Yeah, he has. Can he get a shot? It's a good block. Will Bellis again.
He's another player, Jim, isn't he, that's a bit up and down. Conway, but
he is.
When we saw him at our place this year, he were very good. They were all very good, actually.
Unfortunately. Yeah, 4 million, I think he was, from Bristol City. Still only a young lad.
Yeah.
Reminds me a bit of Tom Cannon. He's more prolific than Tom Cannon, but hasn't really found his feet at the level, but there's something about him.
Keeper. Keeper comes in for a corner, an in-swinging corner, flaps a little bit and just gets enough on it to put it out for I think it's a throw-in or maybe another corner.
It's a corner.
Just enough. I suppose he's done his job when you look back on it.
He has. That is a glancing fist, though, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. A lot of traffic round him, but if he's coming, he's got to make sure. It's all Boro. They're big side as well, aren't they, Boro? Quite tall.
Yeah, they
Apart
are.
from the midfield. The midfield's a bit small, but
good
the
head.
rest of the team are quite big. So a long ball into the box, into the left-hand side of the box. The winner by Morgan Whittaker, I think, but nothing came of it. Sorry, the winner was by Larin. Sorry, not Larin. It was Malander, and nothing came from it.
First long ball forward for Southampton from the goalkeeper there. They've been playing it out front back. Sheffield United TV says, could Boro have been preparing for this for a while, just like Sunderland last season? Possibly. They could be more up for it than they have been last few games. But
did they only qualify one game before end of season, though? So they can't be, you can't be preparing for too long because other teams were on the rails, weren't they?
Exactly right. And there was still a chance for automatics as well, right up until last day.
Yeah.
They beat Wrexham on last day?
Drew, I think. 2-2.
Might have drawn. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think they were in front, weren't they? 2-1.
Here come Boro. Slip ball through again. Ayling. Oh, it's blocked. It is all Boro this.
9 Southampton players in their own box then.
They're panicking, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. But they're under that much pressure.
Makes you wonder about Southampton. I mean, I think they're still my favourites. Another 2 legs. Even if they squeak through this, you fancy them to get through overall. But they do look vulnerable.
Well, it's not like a done deal. Vulnerable, but they're solid, Jim. Even though they're being pressured, they look vulnerable here because they've got no possession. But have they had a great chance yet? Maybe one. Watch them score off this one now. I've just said that.
Here we go. Back across goal. Oh! Well done. They're first to everything. Everyone at second balls is falling to a Boro man. Morris, good player in middle. Underrated, Aidan Morris. It's going to be a corner.
But he's the one, so you put him against Flynn Downs, and which one you taking?
Yeah.
Because Morris is positive. He's a positive footballer.
Yeah.
And they do the same job.
They do. They do the same job. They do. We're the red and white army. Sing the Boro fans. As everybody lines up for this Boro corner. From the right-hand side. In swinger from Whittaker. Headed clear by Southampton. And booted clear.
Yeah, they're just happy to get it away, aren't they?
Yeah.
In fact, look, there's only... Oh, they are pressing a bit higher. I'm going to say I thought they were sitting into the halfway line then, but they've come into the... about a third in to the opposition half. It's too easy, this, to pass round. They're not even making an effort, the front three.
No press now. They started off with a decent press, and now they're just sitting off them and letting Boro's back line have it. And Boro are capitalising on it. Oh!
A better touch there and he's in.
Yeah. And a poor touch lets him in. It's a free kick to Boro. Tommy Conway did well again there. And McGree. Lovely little combination.
Yeah, I'm surprised McGree didn't control that better because he's a good player, a good little player.
Target stands over the ball.
Got to be looking for Dale Fry, hasn't he? So they put. Have you seen that map they've just put up on where the average positions of the Middlesbrough players?
Yeah.
That was the keeper that was in the middle of his box. High up, just outside his box. I mean, that tells you everything.
Right. Target lines up this. It's going to be crossed in, outswinger from the left-hand side. It comes in, beats everybody, and it's out for a goal.
It's the right area, Jim, isn't it? It's the right area.
Ray says, don't understand why Saints don't play Ross Stewart. Some striker him would love him at the lane. The Loch Ness Drogba. He's on the bench, Ray.
You could see a reason for playing him up front today, especially looking at how this has gone, just to hold it up, have the target, especially, and also defensive-wise against Dale Fry.
True. Ian says, please could all watching take a second to hit the like button to help grow the channel. Thank you, Ian. Every like will push the algorithm. Likes are heavily weighted and it costs absolutely naught. Very true that, Ian. Thank you, my mate. The Blades of the Red and White Army, says Wayne. I think there'll be a few teams that sing that song, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
There's some blue and white armies, there's some green and white armies. So, yeah.
Aren't they just a green army?
Plymouth.
They just sing Green Army.
Plymouth might just...
don't they? That one.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, well.
We'd have to ask Dave. Dave would be able to tell us, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would. Yeah. Dave Moore would. Let us know. Who's doing the later games, Jimmy? It says Ian. Well, it has been decided, but you will have to join us to see, Ian. It's very much a protected entity.
I'll give you a bit of a clue. I've conceded my seat to a world-wise traveller.
Oh. And popular musician as well, it has to be said.
Yeah. On the verge of breaking the charts, I've heard.
Not only that, a well-known worldwide Lothario.
Yeah, exactly. Scotland, America, Australia. Unbelievable.
As Pitbull says, Mr. Worldwide. Right. Boro have it again, you'll be surprised to hear, along the back line. Just slowing the pace a little bit now. That'll suit Southampton. This high tempo has knocked them for six. Here they come again, Boro. Oh.
Every second ball.
Tommy Conway into the box, left-hand side. Trying to get a shot off. Malanda back to target.
No.
Inside. Oh. Morris has a shot and it's...
Has he come through their academy, Morris?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest. Hi, guys. I'd love Hull to win the playoffs. Another Yorkshire team in the Prem, says Blades Ranger. Paul Heaton, says Wayne. Possibly. Drummer Boy Dumpling, says Ray. Alan the Farmer, says Russ. There might be some getting close. Might be some.
It came from Columbus Crew on a $3.7 million deal in 2024.
Right, okay.
The American.
Ah, right. I had Australian in my head. That's Riley McGree, isn't it? So.
Oh, well, I think it's because of what we've just been talking about. Maybe that's why I had Australian.
Possibly. Not that that's got any connection to anything, obviously.
Correct.
Right.
But it'll be interesting. I mean, Southampton haven't really had any period of possession or anything here. Every time they get the ball, they're pressed and they're just giving it away, which is a surprise for a team that are so high in possession stats and have got some really good footballers technically. So they're doing a real job on them here at Middlesbrough.
Yeah, they are. Sponsored by friends of the channel, Midnight. On the back of the shirt.
Oh, yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah. Are Midnight actually sponsoring Sheffield United next year? Are we? Do we know?
Yeah, I think it's common knowledge now. Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I don't know if it is. but
what an effort that is. Luke Ayling battled his way through. It's a cross shot and it's just gone wide.
It's done well there, Ayling.
Yeah, I think the keeper knew it was going wide.
Great effort.
Yeah, keeper's pulled his hands away. Done well to get there.
Yeah, he has. Shows good intent, doesn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
Rumour has it he's composing his own theme tune on his Rolf Harris stylophone. Maybe. Wayne says Jimmy's dad's the legend. Yeah,
Correct.
I think so. In fact, funny you mentioned that. Hang on, just let me check something. Funny you should say it. Oh, I don't know. Never good when wife's texting you when you're on live. My dad's just been coming back from Alicante Airport. You'll be surprised to hear, mate. And in the airport, somebody says to him, "Andy the Blade."
Brilliant.
He's like, what? Yeah. He says, "You're on Blades Ramble, aren't you?" He says, "I know." Jimmy says, "I'm pals with Bald Lee." I says, "All right." And it was Chris from, is it Paramedical?
Yeah, Chris Townrow, Paramedical, North East or North Derbyshire, I think it is.
Oh, nice.
Nice bloke. Yeah.
I remember we met him at Sponsor Do, didn't we?
Yeah, he should have been at the end of the Players Do, the Player of the Year Do, but unfortunately he had to go on a stag do to Benidorm, apparently. Unfortunately.
Well,
so his wife Claire was saying.
My dad's been to Benidorm this week, so that's where they've met each other. Oh, they might have been on the same flight for all I know then.
Yeah.
So yeah, small world, mate, small world. And if Paramedical fancy sponsoring a channel again, then I'll just put that out there. Then we are here for a conversation. It's goal! It's got to be Conway.
No, he's put it. Well, he's blocked. It's a great block by James Bree, I think. He's done really well to get to the byline. Is it Whittaker who's got that? Whittaker. That's too easy.
So Whittaker, he goes past Cienza really easily. It's a ball across the box. Keeper gets a foot to it, but Conway's in the right place at the right time. Again, the second ball falling to him. He has a shot, and I thought it were high and wide, but it's right. It's blocked by Bree at the near post, and it's out for a corner. What a chance. The keeper is now taking a little bit of time just to chill, just to calm the pace of things a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he was injured there at all. He weren't injured there. He's just giving him a bit of a breather. Yeah, Bree's done really well, hasn't he?
He has.
But
he's a good player.
He is a good player, but Whittaker got in way too easy there. The problem with this, Target's just had a 30-yard shot way over, tried to bend it in the top corner, but it's way into the crowd. But you've got a question now as a fan, all this pressure and all these now attempts, and they're not going in. As a fan of Sheffield United, we'd be thinking, come on then, when's the kicker going to come and bite us? So, and I just think that they've got to have taken something from this so far with the possession they've had and the dominance. And yet it's still 0-0. So Southampton are still in it.
It's one of them where it can come back and bite you, isn't it?
Definitely. And being a Blade, and I'm sure if it was Mark Meldrew, you'd know even more how downtrodden we do feel at times.
Imagine, it could easily be 0-1 this, couldn't it, end that game after everything that's happened.
And Southampton have one shot.
The Poohousery.
That's a great ball.
What a ball.
They're just getting so much space, Jim Middlesbrough here. I mean, how was that ball gone 45 yards and it's not drilled, it was floated.
Yeah, it was.
And the kid's got 5 yards of space when he takes it down.
Here they come again. Oh, Whittaker, you've got to do better than that.
I wouldn't be surprised here if there's some changes by Southampton. They've got to shore this up.
It's got to be different second half, hasn't it?
Got to be.
I mean, having said that, we're still probably 15 minutes away from half time.
Keeper's nearly got tackled. He put the ball down and they played the short one. He's had it back and he's nearly got picked off. Larry. And it's coming back again. Larin's given the ball away on the halfway line. There's a break on.
3-on-2 here.
It's through
3-on-2. It's got to be Tommy Conway. Is it the inside of the post? It's come out. Oh my God!
It's a good hit as well. It's took it well, but
it is, yeah.
He's got it at the target.
Cross from Morris. It's out to no one. Oh my word, Conway. This. Do you know what this is? It's written here. This that Southampton go through in it.
Yeah.
And Boro will absolutely kick themselves.
What is Larin doing there on the halfway line there?
Can I also say, what is Arwood Bellis doing there as well? This is why he's in the Championship, and he's a very good Championship player. But he gets drawn into the ball, leaves Conway all on his own. There were already a man there. I know there were two of it. It were 3-on-2, so you can't really win. But you can't leave your man all alone if you're not going to win the ball. You can't do that.
No. You know, Arwood Bellis, I'd rate him alongside somebody like Callum Doyle, who just, you know, they've got a really good name, but are they all that they're supposed to be?
I don't think Callum Doyle. I really rate Arwood Bellis at this level. I think he's
player.
top. I think he's top Championship. But Callum Doyle, I'm not convinced on. I'm not.
You know, before he went to Wrexham this year, Callum Doyle, he played 130 games in the Football League and not one for Man City, his parent club. He'd been loaned out that many times.
You know what I mean? Which can't rate him that highly, then, can they?
No, made some money off him, though, haven't they? And a lot of clubs now use their academies as income resources, don't they?
Oh, yeah,
especially
absolutely.
Teams like Chelsea as well.
Manning does well there to win a throw-in. It just needs a breather. It's all Boro. Has been all half.
Southampton are praying for half time. Conway could have two here. Should have two, really.
Yeah.
So he's took it well first time, but he's got to hit the target.
His technique's very good.
Yeah.
He places it. It's just, it needs to be half a foot to the left and it's 1-0.
The tempo that Middlesbrough are playing with as well is very good.
Yeah, it is. It's how long they can sustain it, isn't it? But again, with these sort of games, you've got to empty the tank, can't you, really?
Yeah.
You can't give it all for, a couple of 90 minutes and then at Wembley. Dale Fry wearing
we
captain's
ran out of steam,
armband.
didn't we? That's what happened to us. We ran out of steam, 20 minutes.
That's right. A lot of people think Southampton might have done. Malanda with a flick on from Aileen's throw. It's cleared by Southampton. Target picks it up. Inside to McGree. They want an handball. Southampton come away with it. Nice ball. Cienza now. Releases Manning down left-hand side. Who has to chop back in and he loses possession.
Just isolated Jim. Isolated, and they're just all the work rate to get back there is fantastic.
Swarmed by Boro. It's like Boro want it more, isn't it? That's what it feels like.
Definitely. I mean, this stuff about Spygate 2 or whatever might have riled them a little bit. It's definitely riled the fans, hasn't it? So
yeah,
using the energy of the fans and it's just been all them. Oh, they're back in again here.
Oh, dearie me, that's poor.
Larin's just giving it away again. He'd get the hook for me.
Tell you what, he's had a great half season, but he's not done it today so far, has he? He looked poor.
He looks lackadaisical and he looks weak today against this back three.
Oh, nice. Oh, ooh. I thought they were going to be a
they're in again here. Oh, that's a foul, ref, surely.
Morris has nicked it. Well done. Oh, it's a poor ball. But again, they're not reading the play.
No.
Whittaker. Tommy Conway, too many bodies. Target, good ball. Oh, keeper flaps at it. Callum Britton's going to let it go for a throw. Why? Why are you letting it go for a throw?
I can't believe this is 0-0.
Quality's good in it in this game.
Definitely. Well, the quality from Middlesbrough is.
Yeah, deep cross.
Southampton are, I've said it once already, but for the quality they've got in their team, the way they're playing is terrible. The number of loose passes or bad control.
Or again, picking up the second balls here. Into the box again. And it's a corner. Corner to Boro. Morris trying to rile up the crowd.
It's noticeable, Jim, that Boro are playing down the sides a hell of a lot. They've seen a weakness, haven't they, that they can get out here.
That might be the whole reason not just for how they're playing today, but the formation switch to get wider with the wing backs.
It's a lovely corner again.
It is. Oh!
What a save.
What a save. It's a scramble in the box, so it's nodded down, but then he gets caught in between feet. There's a goal mouth scramble. It's fired towards goal, and keeper gets low down. It's low and hard. Keeper saves it. It's not yet cleared properly. It's come out and gone back in again. Boro need to win this game today. They need to win it. Target with a shot. What a save! Target with a shot from distance. Saved low and hard. Oh my goodness.
Again though, Jim, that corner that came in that started all this off, the quality of that delivery is fantastic again.
What a game. What a game this is to watch as a neutral.
I'm so glad I've got this one and not Millwall last night.
The thing is, Southampton, if you're a Southampton fan, you're pulling your hair out here.
Yeah.
They've been so good. Half a season, they've been best team in league. And when it matters, they're not turning up here. Hanging on.
Won 4 of the last 5 away games.
Conway into the box. Oh! Goal kick. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Love it. There's no better than Championship. No better league.
You look at the records this season, the records are virtually identical. There's a goal in it. Wins are the same, draws the same, losses the same, these two teams. But after seeing this first half, you would not say that at all, would you?
Not
Middlesbrough,
no.
I've looked twice the team. And it shocked me, really, because I really fancied Southampton to put it on them today.
And it shows to a degree, and I take your point earlier, and I know we discussed it, but form sometimes just does go out of the window with these games.
Yeah.
And it takes me back to when Middlesbrough came to Bramall Lane this season. They were the best team I've seen at Bramall Lane. So if they can reproduce that like they have done today to a degree, to be honest, they can certainly beat anybody in the league like anybody can in this division, but they could take the playoffs if they turn up like this. If they replicate this style of play over the next 5 45s, then they're going up. There's no two ways about it.
And let's be honest, this is without Aidan Hackney, who when they played us, the three, McGree, Morris and Hackney just tore us to pieces, and with Conway as well down the left.
I thought they'd win league after beating us.
Yeah, I did as well.
And it sounds ridiculous to say that now in hindsight, but because that was back in January, I think. Oh no, it weren't. It can't have been that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? I can have a look. A second. I've got the fixtures up here. It was beginning of Feb, 9th of Feb.
It was so good. Malander now for Boro again.
We lost 2-1 that day, and we were lucky to get one. They were that good.
And keep it at 2. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Which doesn't say much about us this season, to be honest, as well. But we didn't actually play bad. We just weren't allowed to play.
Yeah. Agreed. Tommy Conway, who's drifted out to the left-hand side a little bit. He's enjoying coming inside from the left. Malander playing a little bit higher than rest at defence when in possession.
Again, though, the rotation there, McGree's just rotated with Conway and Breeze got dragged inside. It's really good, what Elberg's done with this team.
Clever, isn't it? Very clever.
The movement is really good.
Ailing cross, headed down, he's offside.
I think you're about 2 seconds behind me, Jim.
It's to some degree, I don't know if you agree with this, but formations are becoming a little bit obsolete to me, which sounds ridiculous. But, like teams used to be known as they're a 4-4-2 side. Yeah. They're a 4-2-3-1. And predominantly this season, we've been a 4-2-3-1 side. But in-game, it switches so often. Sometimes you've got, like you commented on both sides, they've got a formation for in possession and a formation for out of possession. So it's so fluid now in terms of what it used to be. It used to be 4-4-2 versus 4-4-2. Winger marks the fullback.
Yeah.
Centre midfielders take care of each other. All that sort of stuff. It's so complex now in terms of how you try and tactically outdo your opposition. And like you say, some of the passages of play here that Boro are able to execute because of the movement off the ball, it's bamboozling Southampton.
It's like you say, though, Jim, are they going to run out of legs? You know, late on, are Southampton going to
It's
pick them
such a
off?
high press, a high tempo game, isn't it? It reminds me a bit of Leeds. A bit of our Leeds have played in times gone by. Yeah.
They were a really high press team, weren't they? Really high work rate.
Such good fun to watch as well. It's not, I know we're not huge Leeds fans, but you have to respect what they did at the level. Such good fun to watch. What a terrible kick. Strelec now. What's he going to do? Not confident enough to give it to Whittaker. Oh.
I think it's got a flick. Has it got a flick off the defender? Maybe not. But, you know, there's 2 minutes injury time here, and Southampton can't wait for this whistle. They need it now.
It's a terrible kick from keeper.
How deep Bellis is getting there. Yeah, it was. This has just been total domination. It's class. It's absolute class.
Matt Target.
I wonder whether they've got a clause with Matt Target if they go up, you know, Boro, because he'd be somebody you'd be happy to take, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. If not, they'll try and buy him anyway, won't they?
It won't be without suitors after this season anyway. We linked with him at one point as well. Loosely linked, I think.
Maybe we tried to manifest it, but
maybe
more Ryan Manning that we've had more links with in the past.
Yeah. I'm sure we were linked with him on a loan maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. It might just be agent talk, that, Jim, to get him out of
Could be.
Newcastle.
Oh. Why aren't you just... I think Nathan Wood can see that out. He concedes a corner with last 30 seconds at half. Whittaker's going to take it again in swinger this time. Keeper needs to be on his toes again here. Oh no, it's at near post this time. Yeah. Diving header from Ayling.
They've won first contact again though, Jim. You know, on a corner. I know it's not a very good one, but I've never rated Ayling at all, but you know, Boro fans are saying he's had a really good season this year.
Yeah, they are. And Leeds fans will tell you he were very good for them until probably final season. He's just he's a workhorse, isn't he? A proper workhorse.
And if they moved him inside to protect his legs, you know, because maybe as he's getting on, you lose a yard. And
by all accounts, a very good lad.
I'm going to say, kid. You know, as you get older, you lose a yard, which was very apt to see on Wednesday at the game that Jim played in. Brilliant defeat, though, Jim. Brilliant defeat.
Got to have a yard to lose first, mate. Shuffing hell. I tell you what, they weren't spotting the runs, though, were they? I was peeling off that centre half. They weren't spotting it.
And to be fair, they had time, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They did have time. Ian says Midnight have been a great sponsor, really engaged with fans and fan channels. Yes, they have, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Can't praise them enough, to be honest.
I better jump in on that because me and Jim were very lucky to be invited to a homeless charity where Midnight had put quite a bit of money into it and we're looking after, and it were homeless young kids. And it were quite an eye-opening experience, and they've done quite a lot of good work like that in the community for Sheffield United. So well done, Midnight, and hopefully it carries on.
Yeah, absolutely. Been a great sponsor. Long may it continue, to be honest. The only thing being is that the Premier League moved to rules where you can't have a betting company as your main shirt sponsor next season. So I think there would have certainly been, well, I don't think it would have been able to happen if we'd have been promoted. I think that's been on the long-term thinking of Sheffield United, you say, where we chose not to get promoted. So it could
it's only on the front. You can still have the betting elsewhere, it's only on the front.
And training gear and sleeves and back at shirt, can't you, and all that. But
maybe like Southampton have got on the back of their shirt. You know, you still keep in touch with it like that.
Possibly. So yeah, as long as it can continue, then I think a lot of the fans have taken to them really well. Yeah. And again, we've got an affiliate link for them if you want to support them and the channel. Right here.
And the odds are better than Bet365. I can guarantee that because I've had a look at both today. Nice. But gamble responsibly.
Nice. I wonder if the odds have changed. We'll have to have a look at these odds, see if they've changed a little bit. Batman Lou says, happened, lads. I've been parenting at Champions League level this morning and missed the first half. Like trying to man-mark every PSG player at once. I feel for you, mate. I feel for you. That's what Mrs. Ramble's doing this morning. She's taking them to the farm shop. I've had a text from Emily using her mum's phone saying, "Hi, Daddy. I've just had one of the best sandwiches ever." Sent me 3 pictures of a bacon sarnie. Love from Emily the Great. Thanks, Emily the Great. Love that.
Do you want the update on the odds, Jim?
Yes, please, mate. Yeah.
So Southampton are now 21-4. So you put £4 on, you'll win 21 and get your 4 back.
Really drifted.
Really drifted. And Boro have come in. They are now 6-5 on. So you put 6 on, you'll only get 5 back plus your 6. And the draw is 7-4.
I'll tell you what, I'd be tempted to have a couple of quid on Southampton at that.
There's something in this because they've not done anything and they're still in the game. Don't know how.
We've watched enough football to know that it is a game of 2 halves. So what happened the first half is nowhere near guaranteed to happen in the second half. Boro fans will be absolutely beside themselves now. They'll be buzzing with how well they've played, and rightly so, but they will be kicking themselves that they've not managed to get a goal because they've deserved it. They should be 2, maybe even 3-0 up now.
Yeah, agreed.
And it's 0-0. Blades Ranger says, hopefully our Blades are in the Prem next season. If we get our transfers right in all the positions where we're weak, we can do it. Wilder's got his work cut out. He's the man for the job. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Blades Ranger. Hope you're well, mate. Recovering after having your pot off. Ray says, Boro need to make it count. All this pressure will get a different. It will get a different game at the Saints ground, just as they hit the post. Yeah, absolutely right. George says, is it the beans? Southampton have to change something here. All Boro, and they're going to kick themselves for all these missed chances. Absolutely right, George. Luke says Boro did this to Millwall the other week. Went in 1 up at half time and Millwall won 2-1. Feels like a lot like that game. Ray thinks living a charmed life in the Saints goal. I don't think Boro's keeper has touched the ball. He's not had a shot to save.
No.
Look at those stats there. 17 shots, 4 on target for Middlesbrough. Nothing for Southampton. No corners. 24% possession.
The most telling thing, Jim, look at the passes.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
3 times. And that tells you everything about the movement and the passing ability of what this Middlesbrough team's done in the first half. They've just torn them to pieces.
It's just as one-sided a game as you'll see at this level.
Yeah.
Boro are well, particularly between 2 good sides at the level.
Yeah.
Boro are well up for this game. Southampton can't handle the intention, but Boro keep it up for 90. Intensity, he means there. But can Boro keep it up for 90 minutes? It's a good question, Dino. That's what we've been asking as well. I don't think Boro's keeper has touched the ball, says Ray. I've just read that one. Look at them stats. Boro 14 shots and Southampton, well, it's now 17, George, since you wrote that. Awful first half from Southampton, but fair play to Boro for taking it to them. Absolutely right.
But as we were saying, Jim, that's a good point. And you were talking about it before the game kicked off. There's not much on the bench, for Boro. Alan Brown, Sarmiento, and the rest, you're like, who?
Not
so
really
can they
make
keep
that
this
much of
tempo up?
Yeah, that's true. Those stats, and it's still 0-0, says Marco. Yeah, I know. 45 minutes of constant pressure from Boro. It was. Big T says, nah, then, lads. What's your 3 teams to go up in the playoffs? He's got Southampton, Stockport, and Ches. Do you want to do one each? I'll go League 2 first. I'll go Ches because I know you're not going
to. I've not even looked at League. I'll go Notts County.
League 1.
I'd like Stevenage to go.
Yeah, that's thinking of Sheffield United, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want Bradford to go up. And who wins the Championship playoffs?
I'm going to stick to what I said before.
Despite this game.
I'm going to stick to Southampton.
Me too.
I think they'll have too much of a 2 legs, but Middlesbrough have rocked that prediction, to be honest, with this first half.
They are. I don't know if they have. They sort of have. It's intimidating, but it's not effective. So it's one of them really that, can you see them scoring 1, 2, 3 second half? Probably not.
No. Not with
Which is what they probably need to do going down to Southampton.
Definitely. I mean, that's a good save, the one they've just shown on the replay by the keeper, where from a yard out and he's got a
Yeah,
cross,
it is.
coming through legs. But the keeper, he's not looked great, but he's pulled off 2 good saves.
Agreed. Come on, Boro, from a Pompey fan. Hugh, you need to change that name. You need to change that name. That's twice I've put his name on screen.
It's a good name, but it
is. It is. And we get it. It's funny. But I can't pull your comment up, or I shouldn't pull your comment up. It's a family channel, mate. Argyle fans sing about their Green Army, all 27 of them.
They're all related as well.
Hi, chaps, says The View from the Mountain. Hi, my mate. Hope you're good.
Hey, Paul.
This is The View. Oh, also had Dumpling on his View from the Mountain show on the Ramble this week. Dumpling's first on-screen appearance since his return, I believe.
I just wondering, when's pre-season start, Paul, for Blades? When are you back in?
Yeah, you'll have to let us know, pal. You'll have to let us know. I mean, we were talking yesterday about which players we should sponsor next year. And we've probably settled on Bamford, but Paul Mountain now coming into the reckoning?
Definitely. I mean, third player at year, above Bamford.
Yeah. He should stand up and take some applause for that. Mobs says, I think Fry's going to have some offers if he keeps playing like this. He will. Yeah, we won't be the only ones after him, to be honest.
He's had a deck chair out. He's not had to do out, has he?
Yeah, it strikes me as a bit of a... You remember Darragh Lenihan when he went to Boro from Blackburn?
From Blackburn, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge step up. It was just more a money offer, really. Yeah. And it strikes me as that sort of deal. It won't go to... In my opinion, I don't think... he certainly don't go to the Prem. I don't think he gets a Burnley or anybody. He might do, but we'll have to wait and see. I think he's more... he's a very Sheffield United type player for me.
Yeah, he is.
My postman is a Bolton fan and a great lad too, so I'll be rooting for them. Fair dues, Raymondo. Hugh says, I visited Sheffield. I'm not putting your comment up, but Hugh says, I visited Sheffield a few times and will never get used to being called love by a big, strong copper. All right, love. So we are, pal. Friendly bunch. Jack says, what in the bloody hell has happened that half? How aren't Boro winning? Jack, I can't imagine how you would be feeling on either side of the fence, to be honest. Because if we were dominated a game like that and weren't winning, you'd be beside yourself. And if we'd have been dominated like that, you'd have been beside yourself. So just feel lucky, mate, that we're neutrals and we don't have anything on the line. No dog in the fight here. Hope you're good, Jack. And Joe says, I think Southampton will win it from League One. It'd be Bradford, then League Two, Notts County. Notts County is a good shout. I'd like Chesterfield to go up. I know Lee's not a big fan of Chesterfield for his own personal reasons, but I like to see. I say this, but I don't want them to get better than us. So while ever they are so-called lesser teams than us, I would like them to go up. It's like everybody's like rooting for York. Come on, York! Yeah, let's. Then as soon as they get to League One, it'll be like, all right, calm down, York. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So yeah, I would like Bradford. I've obviously got an affinity to Bradford, but
just to put it out there, it's not the fact that I don't like Chesterfield, as I live in the area.
No, sorry, the side, the club.
It's not the fact I don't like the club. It's a few members of the staff that. So when they leave, I'll be fine with Chesterfield again.
Okay. There's a few long-standing members of staff there, then, isn't there?
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, fair dues. You and Radio Sheffield like that, aren't you?
Biggest fan of Radio Sheffield.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not bothered about all the upset sometimes, I don't think. Jack says, if we were dominating like that, I wouldn't be able to watch second half. I'd be hiding behind my seat. I know you would, pal. Hugh, who's yet to change his name, says, I can see Millwall going into the top flight for the first time in their history.
Not if they play like they did yesterday.
Look, nobody's beating Middlesbrough on the first leg analysis. No. So it's all to play for. I absolutely love it.
And as you said, Jim, we were the ones going up until 20 minutes from the end of the season. Yeah,
exactly right. Southampton, I think this is Jamie Dumpling's burner account. Southampton trying to get their fine down. Oh, sorry, by showing they took nothing away from their internal staff member spying on them. Okay. Don't really...
Allegedly. Sorry, allegedly
spying. Absolutely right. Oh, mate, looking forward to the second half already.
Yeah, we're a good half of football. Total dominance by Middlesbrough. Lovely interchange of passes and movement from the midfield and the wide men. I don't think the striker's done much, to be honest, Strelec. But
No, I agree.
You know, the actual play outside of that has been superb.
Speaking of strikers not doing much, how poor's Larin been for Southampton whenever he's touched it? It just doesn't stick at all.
He's not held it, you know, and it gave the ball away for a really good chance for Conway's chance on the halfway line coming back.
That's what led to him in the post, isn't it?
Correct, yeah. And it just as if he wanted all this time in the world, you know, and just got it nicked off him. To be fair, he's the first one I'd be taking off. If I'm Eckhart, he doesn't see the second half, Larry.
Nice.
He just didn't look interested.
He doesn't. You're right. Can we speak about our 20-minute crumble, Lee? Can we not speak about our 20-minute crumble, Lee? I'm having flashbacks, says Jack.
The way to get over it is to talk about it, Jack. You need to get it out of your system. We might have to do a football therapy on it when it comes back behind the paywall on Platinum Ramblers. So if you want to see that, join the Platinum Ramblers and you'll be able to watch that weekly show that me and Lou will be doing. I don't know if I'm breaking any confidentiality with that or not. No, you'll do for me, mate. You'll probably be leading up to the new season after World Cup, probably, Jim, will it? I think
around that
or maybe
time.
During the World Cup,
around that time.
So it'll be something that the Ramblers will get just for them, and we're probably going to look at maybe letting one or two call in and have a chat with us while we're on, if we can manage to do it.
We're trying to up the offering to those that support us the most and give a bit more back. So thank you to everybody that does. I know it's not for everybody, but we are trying to, just say thank you to those that do. So Dino says that Southampton spy wants sacking. Yeah, he does, because whatever he's come back with, it's not worked. Jamie Dumpling says, only just managed to get to the watch along and won't get to watch the game for a bit. How's it been so far? Is it better than yesterday's game? Jamie, Brilliant. It is the most one-sided game I've seen in a long time. Middlesbrough have absolutely dominated Southampton in the first half. What channel is it on? I think it's Sky Sports Football, Joe?
It's on 2. It's on 401 and 403, I think.
Yeah, I'm on 403, yeah. What a game. It's kept me awake, says Dave Morwood. Hugh, I'm still not bringing your name up on screen, says week in, week out, these boys work hard. Surely it's worth a like. You'll do for me, Hugh.
Cheers, Hugh.
Misdirection. Something like that. All Boro Jamie Bro says Y619. Boro keeper not touched the ball yet. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. Just remember a few years Huddersfield went up without scoring a goal in open play, went up in 2 shootouts, so anything is possible for anyone. That's true.
That's very fair, James.
Very true.
I can't see any subs yet. I've not seen anything.
No.
Which is... It cannot stay the same. I wonder if we'll see a formation change, Jim, from Southampton, because that wasn't working at all.
They can't. They've got to change something, haven't they?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised they haven't made an half-time sub, but they've been dominated first half. Needs to change.
You hear from managers that they don't like making subs at half-time because it sends a bad message to the fans and to the players who are coming off. But if they're not playing
sometimes they need it.
Get them off.
Yeah. No room for sentiment here, is there? At this crucial stage at season for them.
Exactly. I think in one game this season, I think Wilder made 4 at half-time for us.
Well done, Morris. Whittaker knocked it inside. It's too heavy. And Southampton come away with it. Flynn Downs.
With his first positive pass that's hit his own player today. He's not had the ball, though, to be fair. Neither have Southampton, so I'm picking on him a little bit there.
Target does well to let it bounce. Come down left-hand side.
But again, though, Jim, they picked it up far too easy here. Middlesbrough.
Or a keeper lumps it downfield. Strelic flicks it on. It's collected by Southampton defence. Cienza. He's the boy. They need to get him involved more.
Oh, that Larin is rubbish today. Absolute rubbish. He's run away from the ball.
I know. I hate that when players go hiding. Hate it.
Yeah,
They don't want
gotta
it.
bring. I mean, I'd even bring Cameron Archer on. I'd bring Stewart on actually. But you're not losing anything by bringing Archer on because this isn't working, is it?
Don't you be slating my boy.
I don't think Azaz has touched the ball. I'm not seeing
Azaz. Manning, long throw, headed back out by Boro. Strelic chases.
If you're Southampton, you just need some possession here, don't you?
Ooh. Yeah. Another
It's
good press from Boro.
And they've won it again.
And they've won it back. Tommy Conway inside. It's a poor ball. Southampton come away with it. Cienza now picks it up on halfway. Can he do something with it? He's going to be running.
It's got to go wide.
At him. Oh, what are you doing?
That's got to go to Giles start when he's overlapped.
It has. It has. Manning, you mean?
It's a great ball. Sorry.
Great
Manning,
cross from Manning.
Sorry, yeah, Giles is for the team, isn't he?
Giles is Hull.
Hull, yeah, he is. He was the one that I put in my joint team yesterday.
Yeah, well.
Because you put the Millwall boy in, didn't you?
Yeah.
I can't think of his name now.
It were a lovely ball in across from Manning, right across the 6-yard line. Ayling just sort of stops it and the keeper picks it up. But a little bit better from Southampton. It's what they need to do. Cienza now taking on 2 men on his own, no support. Knocks it off him for a throw-in.
They know what they're doing with him, though. As soon as he's got the ball, there's 2 on him, Jim.
Yeah.
On Cienza.
Manning.
That does mean that somebody's free, though.
It does. Flynn Downs passes it forward again.
Every time now, aren't we? We're going to be commentating on that.
Nathan Wood.
Oh, that's poor.
Oh, Yander's been
and again.
very unimpressive. Britton. Here they come, Callum Britton. Nice ball, looks offside.
Nathan Wood's done well.
Yeah, he has. That's shoulder, ref. Deary me.
He's the one player I would say from this team, from Middlesbrough today, that I've not been impressed with.
Yeah, Strelic.
Same. And the keeper, but that's only because the keeper, he's had a deck chair out, hasn't he? Yeah, he had nothing to do.
Yeah, to a man they've played well, aren't they, other than really Strelic getting involved as much.
Well, that ball there was the first time from Manning that they've put any pressure on there, really, isn't it? I nearly called him Giles again then.
Ayling wins the header. Long ball downfield from keeper. Wood now puts his foot on ball a little bit. Wide to Manning, who's under pressure but goes long. Larin does not win it, but Yander picks up the second ball. Here's Larin. Knocks it inside and loses possession, but he's lucky because McGree loses his foot in. And it's back to Fellows on the right-hand side. Takes on target, crosses the ball. Good ball in. Larin header. He's got to hit the target.
100%. 5 yard out. 5 yard out, just wide of the back stick. He's tried to put it in the near post and he's put it wide. Yeah, he's got it at the target there. They've started better, Southampton, but they're still giving the ball away too cheaply.
Yeah, they have. Dale Fry don't go with his man there, to be honest.
You've got to question why they've not got Shea Charles on this pitch, haven't you? With that first half performance.
And somebody who can put his foot on ball and play. Yep. He's a progressive passer.
Again,
poor.
Larin, help him out. If Southampton score, this game's going to go mad.
Luke saying he has to go back across goal. I understand that, Luke, but there were nobody in the box. He was the closest man to goal. You've got to head towards goal for me, but it's not letting me pull a comment up now for some reason.
The effort, though, there wasn't a massive amount of pace on the ball, so to actually try and loop it back in, it would be the hardest of the headers, but it didn't go in anyway, so he might as well have had a go. Nice. Middlesbrough, again, pick up the ball.
Right, target. Out wide to Conway. Takes his man on, gets into the box. It's nice. McGree.
Good ball.
Conway again. Nice little ball through for Target. Slips it in. Corner ball.
Good defending by Bellis there. Howard
It
Bellis.
was very good.
Tight to his man. Did really well.
Didn't give him a sniff then. Matt Target again causing loads of problems. Down left-hand side. Will it be another Whittaker corner? It is, but it's short. Crossed in by Target. Header. Oh, you've got to get some on that.
Again, across the 6-yard box again with a lovely little flick and nobody on the end. And Strelic looks flat-footed here.
Strelic's got to chuck himself at that.
He is making a move towards it, but there's no commitment to it, is there?
No
again,
anticipation.
Larin, the keeper kicks it to Larin. Larin loses the ball. Middlesbrough pick it straight up. It's just bouncing off him.
Really. Wonder if that's Southampton's flurry. And now we'll go back to type. Where are we in the comments? The players with the players we've been linked to, does that mean we have a bigger budget than we thought, or just paper talk to boost excitement? Says Jack. I'm not going to get too much into United on these streams, pal, but we'll have a healthy budget. So long as we're going to have to get some players out. We'll have a healthy budget considering we make some anticipated sales, is probably the best way to put it.
Well, on that as well, Jack, not just about the players, about everybody. You've got to be wary of what is actually just agents drumming up business for the players and what is actually for the club. Because their agents, this is the busy time, one of the busy times of the year, and they are working hard to get a good deal for the players and a better deal for them because they obviously get a percentage of it.
Yeah. There will be names in the ether from all clubs, ours included, of players that are currently negotiating their contracts at that club. So, for example, if we are negotiating with Andre Brooks, don't be surprised to see him linked with a move away, because that is the agent touting him out to say, if this deal doesn't go as planned, would you be interested in bidding for him and offering him X amount potentially, so then they can benchmark that against what Sheffield United are offering. It's correct. It's a tactic of the agent doing their job essentially. So we don't like them because it works against the club, but it's the nature of the beast. That's exactly what they're there to do. They're looking after the player first and foremost. So I'd expect a fair bit of that.
In the old days when the agents went around, the players weren't allowed to do that because you're not allowed to contact another team without your club saying that you can. But now with agents, because they're not a direct employee of the club, they can contact anybody they want.
That's right. Because I've not spoken to Andre. I'm just asking you the question. Exactly.
Yeah, that's all it is. Because Andre, basically, and we're using Andre because he's the one who's up for a contract.
Yeah.
Because you use it, and Andre can just say, "Well, I don't know anything about it," because he probably doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah. He just leaves it to his agent. Larin booked, by the way, for bringing down Aidan Morris.
So he has done something today.
Yes. Yeah. He's impacted the game finally. Kel says, hi Jimmy and Lee, hope you're both well. Up the blades, up the ramble. Like and subscribe. Let's get this superb channel to 12k. I'd appreciate 4k first if everybody wouldn't mind subscribing. Kel, this is Ramble FC. I know you join us as well over on Blades Ramble, and I appreciate that too. We're trying to get that one to 12k as soon as we can as well.
What I would say to the people viewing as well, stick with us over the World Cup after the playoffs because we've got a lot of games coming.
Yeah,
a lot of different presenters will be on alongside Jim and on their own with other people. And hopefully we'll get the channel Ramble FC pushing over 4K by the end of the World Cup.
Yeah, it'd be lovely, that. It'd be lovely. We're going to be working hard, aren't we, mate?
There's lots to go at.
Loads to go at. Looking forward to it. Boro free kick then. Britain and Target play it back to one another. Britain comes round the outside, and back in. Cross the ball, low. Is it dealt with? Not properly by Southampton. It is now. Going to be recycled again. They've no out ball. Where's Larin?
Where is Larin?
In middle of defence, look.
Oh, yeah.
Dropping in as the third centre half.
He's got to win that header. Strelic's got to win that header.
And ball shouts.
How has he missed that?
Boro again. On a plate. They are going to rue these missed chances.
Yeah. Well, the actual tie could be over. You know, if they took the chances.
It could. If it's 4-0, I mean, I know a certain team in South Barnsley have done it before, but if it's 4-0, it's very, very unlikely to overturn.
I'm not going to say with all due respect to Peterborough because I don't really care. But, it's not Peterborough aren't really Southampton though, are they?
No, that's true.
It's different level.
Hugh says, I hope the Scummers don't park the bus in the second half with an eye on the return fixture.
Well, they started well, Hugh. They really started well, but it's gone back to the former where Boro are just taking them to the cleaners again. With football-wise anyway, in possession, but not really doing much with it apart from, well, they are doing something with it. They're creating chances. They're just not taking them.
Agreed. Jack going back to Larin's chance.
What a ball that is.
What a superb pass. To another corner to Boro.
That ball down that side again.
It's that pocket, isn't it, between full-back and centre-half.
Yeah, and they've done it all the time, both sides. He's got to get that on target.
It says this semi has everything have been 0-0 in both legs. Both teams got 80 points and goal difference was 25 and 26. Makes sense that. Thanks, lads. I just had to ask because I get too ahead of myself when I see links. Don't worry about it, pal. We'll keep you posted in Platinum Chat as to what we know and what you can trust and all that sort of thing.
To be fair, Jack, a lot of them would be very happy to be linked to him, but just be wary of it.
Yeah, Jack Clark is unlikely, let's be honest. Southampton can't live with the movement. They need another man in midfield, says Luke. Here comes Cienza. And Scott, thank you to our mate Scott, Platinum Rambler, who's dropped a £10 super chat. Thank you, my mate. Got to love you and leave you now. So parting gift, Jim first, then off to see the boss and Bono in Birdwell. Oh, nice. Brilliant. How's that for alliteration? Nice, mate. Nice. Have a good time.
Lovely to see, Bono and Bruce Springsteen in Birdwell. Who'd have thought? Brilliant. Enjoy
Not
it,
bad,
Scott.
that. Not bad. Boro going to do a Sunderland, aren't they? Says Scott. Possibly. Larin's coming off, I'm sure. I just saw it bored. Jimmy, are you doing a watch along on the World Cup? Up the Blades, up the Ramble, like and subscribe. Kel, yes, we definitely are. We are all over the World Cup. All over it. Don't you worry, there'll be plenty to go at.
Apart from the 3 a.m. games or 2 a.m. games.
Yeah, we won't be covering every single game. I'll have to lay that out now. Ross Stewart, the Loch Ness Drogba, is coming on for Larin, who has been awful this game. So correct. Ross Stewart will be an improvement, no doubt.
Ross Stewart would be an improvement. You mind Ross Stewart? James
Beattie in the crowd. Obviously a Southampton legend as well. We will be. What I plan on doing, Kel, is things like hot off the presser and 90 after 90 and countdown to kickoffs for England games as well, a little bit like we do on the Blades Ramble. So we'll see how that goes down. And Alan says, fully agree with Kelly. All the Ramble channels are superb. A credit to the effort Jim has put in. Up the Blades, up the Wolves. Thank you, Al. I really appreciate that, mate.
Is that Alan the Farmer?
No, it's not. It's Pirate Al.
Oh, Pirate Al.
Yeah. Oh! McGree. Ah. Cienza nicks it.
Oh, he bought that.
Yeah, he definitely bought it. The 3 a.m. games are mine, says Cornish Blade. You can have them if you want them, Dave.
Probably Jim with number of times you're on at middle at night and all doing stuff when you woke up.
True. Very true.
It's again the press here from Middlesbrough. There's 6 players there, in their half still. In Southampton's half. Just giving them no time at all.
No. They're swarming
again, back to the keeper. Yeah, it's really good press.
There's no, like Hull yesterday, you could question, could they have been on the front foot a little bit more? No question marks about Boro today.
I actually thought McBurney did quite well yesterday as well.
Yeah, I did.
For Hull. Led the line well.
Yeah, tough against Jake Cooper, wasn't it? Good battle.
Well, I think Cooper's actually slightly on the wane now, but he's been a really good championship defender.
I agree. Nathan Wood, he's going to foul him, and he does. No!
I didn't think
Strelic.
great. Just strength.
They-
Come on, Southampton.
they
Let's put a bit
cuddled.
into this game.
Cienza now on the left, got a little bit of space.
It's slow though, Jim,
I
innit?
know. Cienza switches. Oh, onto his right foot, curls an effort high and wide of the far post.
The difference between the two attacks is the pace of the attack, isn't it?
Oh, not half. There were no pace to that at all. James
Mowbray.
beat it, or more
Alistair.
famously, Pally and Tony Mowbray. More famously, the origin of BT flu. Absolutely right.
Oh yeah, did it? Yeah.
Hugh says, I heard that the top World Cup games are going to Canada and Mexico. Oh, okay.
It's still the same time zones, though, isn't it? It don't change the times that we'll be watching them, but it don't really affect us. It's just the fact that maybe Iran can play in Mexico.
Manning cross. Oh, Loch Ness Drogba were lurking. Boro clear. McGree well downfield.
Is that the first time that Boro have actually hoofed a ball down the field today?
Yeah, I think it is. Because
they've been very composed in possession through the game.
It's been a bit of a shift, hasn't there?
That already, Ross Stewart has done more than Larin did there.
Of course it is.
Just movement for the ball, pulling a defender away. Look at the gap. Look at here in the middle of the park.
Huge.
There was nobody within 20 yards of the centre half at one point there for Southampton.
Southampton. Edge at box. Flynn Downs.
Turns, plays it backwards.
His poor ball. Tom Fellows whips it in with his left to the far post. Cleared by Britain. Whittaker out. Can't get it out. Cienza does really well. Ryan Manning inside. Yander.
Oh, poor. You know, Southampton are coming into it again, but it is scrappy. The play's scrappy. The play's slow. They've had one or two chances to get in behind. Not really took it. But at least they've got a target up front now who's holding the ball up. I'd get him offside.
Hey, I say
He's been quiet today, hasn't he, as well as us? Not really had a chance.
very
to get the ball.
quiet. Very quiet.
But I suppose we could say that for all the front four, really, couldn't we, for Southampton? Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, they're in Boro after a mistake
Fellows.
from Fellows. Yeah,
isn't it?
couldn't clear it. Tommy Conway again on the left-hand side. Knocks it back. Morris to Melander. Matt Target.
That's probably the highest I've seen Melander all game.
Yeah. Oh, Callum Britton, that's a poor ball. It's cleared by Southampton. Ailing now.
Just sat in, aren't they, at Southampton? They're
Shea
not even
Charles
pressing.
coming on for Flynn Downs, they're just saying.
He's got to be on.
He's so good, this.
Yeah. But again, looking for that ball
Good
in
defending.
between the fullback and the centre half. Azaz has done well there.
Yeah, he has. Defended well.
Eckhart's just trying to get out of here now, isn't he? I think 0-0. He'd be so happy with 0-0 after this. That keeper cannot
Absolutely.
pass. What is he doing?
Straight to Boro.
The keeper had the ball at his feet, plenty of time, and he's passed it straight to Boro.
Oh!
About 40 yards from goal. There's a break on now.
Southampton come away
it's
with
too
it.
far.
Oh. Wow.
Chelsea's Drogba might have got it, but the Loch Ness one won't. It's not that quick.
That's true.
He's had a couple of bad injuries, hasn't he, since he's gone
Oh,
to
yeah.
Southampton? I think he's done
He
his
did
ACL
at Sunderland
twice.
as well.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he struggled quite prone, unfortunately. I think they have to manage him carefully
Yeah.
Because when he's fit and firing, he's very good.
He finishes well as well, doesn't he?
Oh, mate, he's got a beauty against us.
Lad. Yeah, he did. He's something different as well, isn't he, with the size of him?
Yeah.
I mean, he looks about 6'7". I don't know exactly how tall he is, but he's a big boy. Getting a bit more into it now. Look at this. It's so slow.
Yeah. Manning. Oh. Good head. That Dale Fry. End to end now, this.
Third of the game left. So it's starting to open up now. Still can't believe it's 0-0 with the way Middlesbrough played. Southampton a little bit higher now, looking at it. Looks like they've pushed forward a little bit. What's going on
Alan
now?
Brown coming on for Boro. It's a good
player.
Good man to bring on.
Experience, sits in midfield. Really, really steady player.
And Flynn Downs coming off for Southampton. Shea Charles coming on.
And Matsuki for Azaz by the looks of that. Bringing off McGree.
Riley McGree, I think that is for Boro.
I thought he'd done okay today, McGree as well.
Yeah.
Well, you'd struggle to say that one of them hasn't, apart from Strelec.
That's true.
Who's been a little bit poor.
But they've not really got a proper number 9 at Boro, have they? That's the thing. Who do you bring on for Strelic? It's the one thing that we pointed to before the game. The bench isn't great.
They had the kid who was at Millwall, didn't they? They've sold him, but he was hit and miss as well, wasn't he? The centre forward at Millwall, can't think of his name off the top of my head at the moment.
Coburn.
Yes, Coburn. But he's hit and miss as well, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Unless you're playing against Jack Robinson and he bullies him all over the place. Last season.
5.5 mil though, it's hard to turn down, isn't it, when you're not a parachute team?
Yeah, and he's not a starter as well.
No.
I'll tell you who has played well today, and he's just passed that ball, Luke Ayling.
Yes, he has.
He's got forward well as well.
He sort of defies the laws of physics, doesn't he, really? He's just done well there. Oh, free kick against. I'm not sure about that, but he's played really well. Really well. And this is top championship football as well.
Yeah.
He's no spring chicken. Is he 34 now? Something like that.
It is a foul by Luke Ayling.
Yeah, it is. Bit cheeky.
So we praise him, and he messes up a little bit, but as per usual, it's like that way with the old George Hurst. Oh, terrible footballer! And then
Goal, George Hurst.
Yeah. Shut up, Lido. Just leave him. Leave George Hurst alone. Good effort.
Oh, Shea Charles, first touch.
Falling
Decent
backwards
shot.
a little bit, always going to go up.
Class. He's a good player.
He looks it. Saying that, his brother's not bad either.
Yeah, he's not. He'll be up in Scotland next year, probably. Talking to Joe Motson about that yesterday.
Oh, what, the keeper? His brother?
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me. That's poor. So they've got away with it.
There we go.
Down the left-hand side again.
Manning.
It's a ball to nobody. Bit too deep. It's gone all the way through. As has picked it up, put a ball back in. Keeper collects. And he's just happy to keep his hands on, I think. It's
Long
a
ball
great
downfield.
release as well. Yeah, a great release.
Nathan Wood does well. Did really well there, Nathan Wood.
We picked him out at the beginning as, we like him as a player. And the Southampton fan was a bit disparaging about him, wasn't he? Saying he wasn't that great. But
played well.
He was a good player. When he came through at Swansea, he looked to play, didn't he?
Yeah, we're about 3.5 mil he went for, something like that.
Yeah.
It was a decent chunk, but...
He was only a kid, though, wasn't he? About 19 at the time. They've had some good players, Swansea, haven't they? Good ball. So, Cienza's in behind. Good defending again. Lovely pass by Liam Manning.
It was. It was Morris that I think that clipped the ball away from him.
Just starting to get into the game now, aren't they, Southampton? Getting a bit more of the ball, but it's still, I would say, Middlesbrough are dealing with it well, and the quality of the final ball by Southampton is not great.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's coming more into the game though, Cienza.
Oh, good cross. Oh, it's cleared by Morris.
Recycled by Southampton for the first time today.
Corner ball. First corner, is it, for Southampton, that?
I will have a quick look for you, Jim. I've got the stats up here. That is the first corner for Southampton. Middlesbrough have had 10.
And you got both teams to score here?
Yes, mate.
Don't you just hate it when first kick-off that day ruins your whole bet?
Yes, mate. It's not over yet, though, is it? There's 20 minutes or so left.
You're right, it's not over. There's 20 minutes to go. Boro just seemed to want it more right now, says Jack, but to be fair, he did say that 10 minutes ago.
And he was right. He was right in what he was saying.
Both of these teams need big signings to compete in the Prem next season. Says Aid, it's so scrappy half the time they're rushing to passes, the other half they're taking too long.
Well, they're both going to need centre forwards.
Corner, out swinger. Cleared by Boro. Cleared again, second time. Southampton pick it up.
Oh,
crossed into the box, lovely cross. Great header away by Target. That's the Cienza cross. Today.
Target's been one of the better players on the pitch.
Yeah, he's played really well.
A good Middlesbrough side.
It is. It's a Cienza cross that's beautiful, really.
Well, Arwood Bellis he's waiting, isn't he? He's behind it. If he doesn't do that, Arwood Bellis gets on the end of it.
Mistakes creeping in the game for both sides, says Ray. Scott says, I like the look of Fry, controls the edge of the box. Southampton forwards are struggling with him. All Boro, says Dino. Southampton miles off it. Definitely a Southampton win. Well, they're starting to look more likely, Dino, to be honest. Yeah. Strelec now. But Southampton getting back in the numbers. He's too slow, Strelec.
That was just like Larin in the first half for Southampton. That.
Yeah, it was. We said this, though, didn't we? If they didn't take advantage in that first half, there's always the chance it's a different game in a second half.
Onto that Dale Fry, we had a player on loan, not last season, the season before, called Suter, for people that aren't Sheffield United fans. And he did exactly what Dale Fry does there, and that's organising the defence and keeping everything in front of him. And when you do that, he's some player. You put the ball behind him and he's going to struggle to turn and get there, but such a good player for us, and Dale Fry's been such a good player for Middlesbrough over the years for doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I agree. Callum Britton up and clears the ball away, but it's offside. So free kick to Middlesbrough.
That's lazy from Cienza to be offside for that. Very lazy. Do you know he's Brazilian, but he's also got Luxembourg citizenship?
Oh, really?
Cienza. And you can fact check that. That is correct.
So they are two completely opposite ends of the spectrum as to how you rate yourself and whether you want to play international football into it.
Well, that's it, yeah.
He could play every international break if he wants for the rest of his career, or he could never play international football.
And he could lose every game that he plays international football in.
Yeah, but he'd still be known as the star man, and we've got to watch out for Cienza. And
star man for Luxembourg. You'll probably get in their team after what I saw the other day.
Well, you know.
Target man, Jim.
Yeah,
I didn't like it when you drifting down to the right channel didn't really work for you, but target man.
Well, I couldn't get back into it middle then. That was a problem. But,
that was when it was sub, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, lads.
All centre half spots were taken because I'd told too many people they could be centre half. We're already playing with three. I thought, bloody hell, I'm going to have to go on up front here.
You're either that or goal and put Nick up front, weren't it?
I put Nick up front, didn't I?
Yeah. Talking about getting a competitive edge that we were talking about for the Southampton Spygate. I tried to get Jim to have a competitive edge on Wednesday when he played against the Midnight team at Bramall Lane by telling him to put another couple of players on while Midnight weren't looking. And you could have done it, but you were too honest with Jim. I'd have done it.
We did for like 10 seconds, didn't we?
Yeah, I wanted it about 5 minutes before that because they weren't looking. Chuck them on, Jim.
That was like what Bracknell did, weren't it, in Basham's charity game? That was good. You could play this game for another 10 hours and neither team would score. I don't agree with that, Aid, to be honest. I think it's been very close to breaking deadlock.
Don't say that, pal.
Great tackle. Right. Jamie Dumpling says, Finners as is a highlights package player. Prove me wrong. Jamie, I agree with you. There's an air of Gus Hamer about him. They're very different players, but if you looked at his highlights and his output, his numbers, it'd look very good. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced.
A lot of these players like that, Jim, these mercurial type players, play in short spells, don't they? And they're fantastic when they play in them short spells. But they're out the game for a long time. And you can't rely on him in games where you've got to dig in. Admittedly, the one that we've got, he does try and dig in and gets a lot of yellow cards for it. But it's not his game. It's not his game at all.
No, it's not. Scott says, all eyes on Sousa today. Wolfsburg could get relegated, maybe a loan move in the summer. Scott, we've got to let it go, mate.
They've got note to come. They're playing Bayern Munich today, Wolfsburg.
Yeah, we've got to let it go. Tom Not From says, that charity game was brilliant. Yes, it was. Why are some of the banners here still purple, and why do some of your messages in the Plat chat just appear blank? Loads have said the same. Loads of my messages in the Plat chat are blank.
I think I saw one today that was, Jim, yeah.
I don't know.
I thought you'd just caught the phone, actually.
Don't know. And it's purple on here because that's the way it was built at the beginning of the season, Jamie. That's why, because we've rebranded since.
Yeah, Ramble FC was purple, wasn't it?
Yeah, but thanks for pointing it out, Jay. Appreciate it. They don't pass the eye test, says Ed. I agree. Hate to say it, but I'm always impressed by Luke Ayling's consistency, says Lou. Exactly the kind of experience we need in our side at the moment. Just have a little look at that platinum thing you're on about.
I would say to that one, Lou, I understand what you're saying. It wouldn't be him that I'd be taking on, but that ilk of player, that 31, 32-year-old who's got plenty of experience, I'd have no issues having one of them in the team to pass it on. I'd be more happy having a 27 to 28-year-old who's got 200-300 games in the championship and is a leader, which is exactly what we need. And I know Luke Ayling is, but the age profile of him, I wouldn't be pleased with. We've tried that this year at Sheffield United with Ben Mee and Danny Ings, and they both not really worked for us for whatever reason. So I'd rather get somebody who's got a little bit more of a longevity that we could keep, personally. But I get what you're talking about, though.
So the blank message is a link to this game, to this stream. Because when I click on it, there's a link there.
Yeah, it's just blank, Jim. There's nothing in there.
Right.
Again, ball being recycled by both teams. Not much actually happening. It's just a midfield battle. Ayling's just bought a foul really off Ross Stewart, getting his body in front. And if people don't know who Louis is, Louis was the host of Top 20 Takes with Paul Mountain and also All Aboard the Championship, and will be my co-host on Football Therapy that we spoke about earlier, that's going to Platinum exclusive from next season.
Welcome to Football Therapy.
That is a banger of an intro, by the way, that.
Jimmy Martin.
I can't believe you sang that well, Jim.
I know,
really
me neither.
Well with
Me neither.
Bit of auto-tune, but decent.
Hitters would say it's auto-tune. Leo now on the left-hand side as there's 10 minutes left in this game. Yander to Cienza, out to Manning. Just going to have to go backwards. Boro not giving him a sniff, really. Dino agrees with the Ayling shout. He's had a great season. Is it a 0-0 or is someone winning this 1-0, says James?
I still fancy 1-1, 2-2.
You're hoping for that.
I'm praying for 1-1.
2-2, yeah.
I'm praying for 1-1.
Shaw Wilder tried to sign Ayling before he went to Boro, didn't he? We were certainly talking to him, mate, yeah.
They were big links, weren't they?
Yeah. Luke Ayling's a leader, speaks to the media if the team are in a poor run, even though he has a stutter and he struggles with it. Yeah, he is absolutely right. Absolutely right. He's supposed to be a top lad.
He's supposed to do quite a lot in the community as well, for whatever club he's at. He's supposed to be very good in the community.
I think if he were free this summer and we were negotiating with him, he'd come due to all his Leeds boys being at United.
And
we just
maybe
bring
more.
back every old player. Sousa and Suter wouldn't mind telling me to let Sousa go. Sure, I've seen videos on your channel about signing Suter and Hamza again. Yeah, because they're realistic signings, Scott. I'm saying let Sousa go because he's gone on. If we can afford, what's he on, 94 grand a week or something?
90 grand a week, or 90,000 euros a week.
Right, okay. That's why, Scott. That's why I'm saying move on. Not because he's not a good player.
We want about 4 or 5 players for that money next season. That wage.
Time since the last shot. Boro 57 minutes. Southampton 70 minutes. Oh my word!
It's not seemed
it's
like
not
that.
Felt like that, has it?
No,
it's not
at all. But we have been saying, even though they've got into those positions, Jim, they've not done well with them, have they?
No.
So the last shot then must have been the one that hit the post, or the save. It'd be the save, wouldn't it, by the keeper from Middlesbrough?
Oh. Yeah, that'd indicate it's been a bad game, but it hasn't at all.
No. Stewart's made a massive difference to this front line, Dale Fry again.
Well done, Dale Fry, with heading cross clear.
Exactly what you want him to do and expect him to do in it. Be in the right place and just get rid of it.
My word. Need to make sure my co-host's ready for the next game.
Is he in the room?
I thought so, yeah. No.
If you don't know, Jamie, the link is in the Ramble Reporters group.
Not that we're no spoilers, but don't need to message him now, do I?
Sorry, yeah.
It's all right.
But it might not be Jamie.
I think the clues kind of led people to that conclusion anyway.
I don't think they knew who it were until you were on about the Lothario, worldwide
true.
Lothario.
That's just a giveaway, innit? That's just a giveaway.
That was a giveaway, yeah.
Because Mountain hasn't been anywhere, to my knowledge.
Mountain is married, so we can't really say that, can we?
No, that's true. That's true. It doesn't mean he doesn't attract attention. It's just, can't help that.
But, exactly. Is the David Beckham of the Ramble. Yeah. Oh, is it the bar?
Oh!
Nathan Wood. Oh, I would belly thought it was Wood.
As if Southampton nearly nicked this.
That'd be unbelievable, wouldn't it? But you're saying it at half time. They've got to have taken the chances.
My God. Southampton at the bar. Boro at the post, Southampton at the bar.
They've got to show a replay of that, surely. That's
when it calms down, I think. Looked like a foul to me.
He's made such a difference, he has, Ross Stewart.
Ref saying I tried to give advantage, it weren't there. Wood on wood.
Where Alwood Bellis, wasn't it?
No, it would, I think.
Alwood Bellis.
Oh, it's Alwood Bellis, you're right.
I thought it would personally as well, first off. He's
looked
getting
it whether it swung in.
Oh.
It's a great header. Ryan Manning's free kick delivery is very, very strong. I miss Ailing at Leeds, says Aid. I know why we let him go, but I miss him. Isn't Hamza and Suter on 40 to 60 grand a week? Scott, you'll have to watch the vids if you want to know my opinion on these two. You know how it works, mate. You know how it works. Yes, they are on big money, but we won't be paying them that. That's part of the discussion, isn't it? Batman says, I'd definitely take him if he were free this summer. Robust, always plays. Age definitely against him, though. I'm not sure I would, if I'm honest. Also, Dale Fry's the right defender type. We need someone like that to play alongside Jaff.
I would play him alongside somebody else. I have a real feeling that Jaffet Tanganga won't be here next season. He just doesn't strike me as a Chris Wilder centre-half.
Nor me.
And I could see him going back down to London, as we've said a few times before.
Yeah.
It is really end-to-end now.
Feet from Charles. That is incredible.
He's in. Good defending by Ailing. Close.
What a passage of play that was from Southampton.
Is that Dozy?
Yeah, it was. Shea Charles, take a bow.
Lovely ball by Stewart. It's a
Ross
shame it
Stewart
bounced up so
dinks
wide.
it inside. Adozie takes it well.
Oh, I thought
Has
it
a
was in.
minute, and then it just rolls it the wrong side of the post.
I thought it was in. I really did. That would have been such a kick in the teeth, wouldn't it, for Middlesbrough?
My God. Ryan Manning now.
This has been a good game for two different reasons. The first half, just to watch Middlesbrough and how they rotated the team and played through Southampton. And this second half turned into a real good game. Just, two teams having a go now.
Yeah.
Especially changed after about the 60th minute when Stewart came on and Shea Charles as well.
Tell you what,
he's
here
in again,
comes
yeah.
Southampton. Here comes Southampton. Yonder.
Was it Matsuki as well who came on, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Crossbar from Saints. When Alien left Leeds, he came back and put a grand behind the bar in the pub over the road. Yeah, I heard that too. It was at the trophy parade in Leeds last year, celebrating with the fans. Should have scored, says Ray. I think that actually clips the post, says Luke. It were very close. Crossed in.
I'll tell you something, Jim. Between the two streams, you're only going to get probably 5 minutes, aren't you?
Yeah, and I need it as well because I'm desperate for a wee.
And a drink, probably.
Yeah.
You probably got another 10 minutes in this game, maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
So if anybody's waiting for the Stevenage game after this, you might be 2 minutes late getting on, so don't give Jim any jip.
Thank you, mate.
Otherwise, you'd be hearing splashing.
Oh dear, I do like that. Ross Stewart had a good game against us at the Lane. Yes, he did, mate. Plax says, I still think it's better for Sheffield United if Southampton lose. Their team will get picked apart and have to rebuild. No, not compared to other teams, pal. They're the one that will retain the most star power.
Yeah. They'll let go who they want. They'll sell who they want to sell. They might have to push one out if they're... Again, everybody has the price, don't they? And if a silly offer comes in, they'll obviously let them go. But other than that, they'll keep them. It's now Middlesbrough are slowing the game down a little bit.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Is it just fatigue?
Possibly. It were a ridiculous press, weren't it? That they were.
Yeah.
The pace, the tempo of the game for 60 minutes were unbelievable.
Aidan Morris has been good today.
Yeah, he has. He has.
I still think Matt Targett's probably been the best player on the pitch, but Aidan Morris has played very well.
Luke says...
And Aileen as well. Sorry, I'm going to get Aileen his props as well.
4 streams today, Jimmy. Well, I've got 3 live streams and, recorded Ramble going out tonight as well on Blades Ramble.
Which there'll be an X tweet on the Blades Ramble X account going out very shortly about the show tonight.
Nice,
That's the recorded one. And if you're not following Blades Ramble or Ramble FC on the X account, please do. Please give us a follow and it'll keep you up to date with everything that's coming on the channels.
Yes, bold and brilliantly. Thank you very much. Doesn't get any bigger than Stevenage. No, it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't. Stevenage Stockport. What
Keep
a game.
an eye on Stevenage's keeper, Philip Marshall. Very good keeper, up and coming, ex-Aston Villa. Do like him.
I will be scouting him a little bit because one of these 4 teams are coming up that we're going to be watching today. So I'm going to be having a little eye on him. What we can
Well, if they don't
season.
come up, Jim, and something happens to Cooper or we don't renew Adam Davies, he'd be somebody that I seriously think we should have a look at.
You've mentioned him before.
Yeah, I do like him. He's got a good profile for a keeper as well.
Dave Morwood says, what a game. Much better than last night's. Thanks, lads. No problem, pal. Tom Not From says, would have not expected no goals over these last 2 games. It's not over yet, Tom. 3 minutes. I've added time.
I would say, Dave, to Dave Morwood, that the game's been better, but the commentary's not been as good because I can't live up to Jordan Motson. George's a bit special at this. He's very good. He is very good at this. He is.
He is good. So are you, though, mate.
No, I'm more just a co-presenter with you, Jimmy, I just talk rubbish about stuff, basically.
That's poor. From Target, unbelievably. Who's been very good today, but
excellent.
Just when they needed him.
Again, it could just be fatigue, Jim. You know, he's been up and down all game, hasn't he? I mean, we see it, and teams will see it with their fullbacks every week. They're asked to play so high now and get back that it's one of the positions that gets rotated by substitutions quite often nowadays, the fullbacks. Where 10 years ago, you'd see fullbacks very rarely getting subbed.
It's true. It's now the Southampton fans in full voice. They will have been very quiet first half, I'm sure.
I thought he got caught then.
And it's the Boro. He did look like he got caught, but he's going to get up because Southampton are on attack. Unbelievable. Hate
well
that.
Play. Good play. Good play by Yander there.
Yeah, why we're good.
And this is what you don't want in a 92nd minute free kick into the box. Especially with the delivery that this guy's got, Manning.
Take a Boro Hull final, says Aid. Well, you have to think with these two results, it leans the other way at the minute, Aid. It's looking more like Southampton Millwall to me.
Millwall have done well away from home this year, though, more than at home, haven't they, I think?
True, yes, that's true. Their away record's better. BBL, no, you are brilliant alongside Jimmy, says Dave Morwood.
Cheers,
Don
Dave.
says,
thank you.
Don says, thanks, lads, for the stream. Ball in from Manning. It's poor. It doesn't beat the first man. Cleared. It's going to be a throw, but won't make it because it's full time.
It's all over. Good game.
over.
Really enjoyed that.
Yes, absolutely right. We are going to have to end pretty sharpish, if that's all right. Thank you very much to Lee. You've not seen the last of him.
You're moving around a lot, Jim. Are you needing to do something?
I need a bucket under here, don't I? That's what I need. I'd be all right then. I could go for hours and hours. But yeah, I need to set up a different stream now. And I'll see you back here in 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. Lee, anything you'd like to say quickly?
No, just as 0-0 goes, that's a cracker of a game. I've really enjoyed it, and I hope everybody stays on to watch the other two games today and everything else for the rest of the weekend. And Jimmy, you're sweating a little now.
I'm all right. I'm chilled. You know me, mate.
Right, pal. Up the ramble.
Up the ramble. Well said, mate. And we'll see you in 10 minutes. See you later. Up the ramble. Cheers, Lee. Thank you, mate.
Bye.